What in the hell? That was so strange. Okay. Alright. Never mind. Yeah, we just, I guess we keep chugging along. We did. Welcome back. Yeah, I did. Just, yeah. Everything's working now from what it appears. What the fuck? That was weird. We good now? Can you see us now in OBS? Yes, I can see you guys now. We're back. Welcome back. Are we back? Yeah, it looks like we're back, guys. I think we're good. What the hell was that, man? That was wild. That was strange. Okay, anyway, chat, let's just continue on. Pretend nothing happened. Yeah, let's continue. We're so back. Let's go. Let's just continue on. To anyone who's just joining, hello, everyone. Hello. We're just going to continue. Thanks, OBS. That was really weird. Stream did crash, yeah. I'm not sure what happened. Maybe it was my internet or something. Makes for a good clip. Yeah, no, we'll just continue on. I don't know what the hell happened there, but that's all good. We're good to go now, chat. So let's do it. Wow, everyone looks deadly serious in here. Well, there was a vicious murder of a detective down at the police department. Yes, but the same detective was also killed at the same time in the prosecutor's lot. It makes my head hurt. Well, first things first. Let's go check out the police department crime scene. Yes, you sound dead set on investigating. But don't mess up or we could wind up dead. I doubt anyone wants more mysteries or dead bodies around here right now. But it doesn't look like anyone's gonna help us much either. Back to lurking I go, no worries. That must be the chief of detectives. He's glued to his computer screen. What? Detective killed in the evidence room? Tell no one outside the police department? No! I told that old lady at the restaurant everything! Bro, someone's getting a demotion. Are you fucking kidding me? So this is the police mascot, is it? The Blue Badger, the future star of the police force. The design's a little changed from the one outside. Oh well, the dancing Blue Badger... Oh, well, the dancing Blue Badger is still under development, you see. You have it trademarked? Absolutely, it's cutting-edge stuff. Very now. I showed this doll here to my daughter and she burst into tears. Don't show her the moving mock-up outside, then you'll give her nightmares. What the fuck, man? Okay, no clues here. Okay. Chat, I think it's time for us... Holy shit. To move to the detention center. Still, I do feel better about things a little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they? Yeah, I guess they did. Best not to go too far down that road right now. Things will just get confusing. What the fuck? That hurt my ears. What was that? Oh, what? Sir, that's what I'm saying. Me, a perpetrator? I'd say... Wait. The dude with the eyebrows? Oh my god. Hi. Greetings, sir. Wait, I know who you are. Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Officer Meekins, so you're a guard here at the detention center? No, sir. I'm not, sir. I'm a little lost patrolman, like a little lost lamb, sir. Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report. No, sir, how should I say this? Wait, he isn't... Is he... Thank you for the follow, my Sala. You, Officer Meekins, you didn't... Did you... Perpetrator Officer Meekins reporting, sir! What? What? Now this is an unexpected turn of events. Why are you kind of good at this voice, bro? Sir, I'm a patrolman with general affairs, sir! Sir! Ow, I can hear you fine, Officer Meekins. I had some business that day, sir, and so I went down to the evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the room was empty, sir. So normally there's a guard at the evidence room? That's right, sir. Because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. Now the security officer was none other than Officer Marshall. Marshall? Then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir! A suspicious person! Yow! What the heck is this guy doing? So what happened then?
After that, sir, everything went white. I saw red. I blacked out. And when I came to, I was here in the detention center.
How long were you out? Days? Hi, Pavni. Welcome back. Might I ask what happened to your hand?
Sir, there was no one to bandage me, sir. So I did what I could do to wrap it up, sir.
A bandage on his hand. Just like Miss Sky. Yet another similarity between this case and the one at the prosecutor's office. First things first, tell us how you hurt your hand. I mean, I don't mean to pry, but you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room. Right?
Sir, please don't look at me with those sad puppy dog eyes, sir. If you have to label me as perpetrator or victim, sir, then label me victim.
I would, but you happen to be in detention and alive and well at that.
Yeah, well, that's true, sir. I suppose you could say that.
Did you know the victim, Detective Goodman?
Well, sir, if I had to label him as stranger or total stranger, then I'd say he leans heavily on the total stranger side.
So you didn't know him?
Sir, I work in a tiny department devoid of light or of a creature comforts. I don't know any detectives.
So if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him?
Sir, I had no intentions of killing him, sir. None. Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir.
At least someone around here is more confused than I am. No intention of killing them. About your hand, did that happen during the course of the crime?
Well, you see, sir,
Don't you think you should just confess?
But sir, but there was nothing I could do.
Nothing you could do?
Sir, to tell the truth, sir, when it happened, when the detective pointed that knife at me, I just hollered, sir. And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious.
The next thing you knew, you were... Huh?
Then, when I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, sir. All alone. Alone because Detective Goodman had disappeared.
What?
Then when I looked down, I was gushing blood from my hands, sir. Oh, the shock, the sorrow, sir. Can you imagine how I felt?
What if the detectives were all pissed off and they came together to scheme this situation to make the prosecutors or the chief prosecutor, which was Lana, make them seem guilty for something, and Lana and Meekins was a great scapegoat. The victim's body disappeared. Yeah, he had to be involved in some way then. That's some story. Oh, I was gonna present it to him. Officer Meekins, this is for you.
Hey! I'm scared of knives, sir.
It's okay, I just wanted you to take a look at it.
That's it, sir. Last night, sir. That's the one. I was an apple, sir, by trees, sir, and I was being peeled.
What?
On second thought, you don't have to look at the knife.
He's overreacting to the knife, but I guess he's been through a lot. Officer Meekins, this is for you. Oh, another one. Okay. Gotta go eat now, take care of everyone, and have fun with the game. See ya, Crypt.
I'm sorry, sir. Really sorry, but I have no idea what that is. Maybe I should have Edward, sir.
Okay, if he was at the evidence room... Okay. He doesn't know. Wait, if Meekins passed down the evidence room and woke up in the detention center, then who was the Meekins that delivered the report to Edgeworth? Wait, what? Wait. No, but that would have been the day before, wouldn't it? I gotta go, I have school and to get to, and hopefully I can pass the chem exam. Bye-bye, chat, have a good day. See ya, Patches. Thank you for coming. Hydrate as well. Yes, Patches, I'm on it. All good. I am on it.
Do you think you can take a look at this?
Hey!
That's it, sir. That's it! That's it! That's what? My head was a blank until this very moment. But sir, now I remember, sir.
You mean you remember what happened?
Correct! That card was the cause of it all.
This ID card?
Exactly, sir. That's exactly it. Nothing could be more exact, sir. Nothing!
I'd better pry into this one a little deeper. How? A name and, yeah, Sergeant. Yeah, we already knew this. Yeah, I don't think this is important. Okay, let's back out. They let this man bring a megaphone into the detention center. Dude. This is gonna be important. It still hasn't come into play at all yet. What I find creepy is the hand. Okay. I want to present my badge. Officer Meekins, have a look at this.
Go ahead, sir. Laugh. Laugh at me, sir.
Huh?
I know what you want to say. You're gonna tell me how she has one just like it.
Me? Why would I?
I know, sir. I know. I'm the only one without a girl with matching badges. Nowhere. I'm alone. All alone. Is that so wrong? Life isn't all about high school sweethearts and youthful romance, sir.
Is he talking about those badges on her coat? I'd like to think there's a difference between my badge and a fashion accessory.
What?
Can you tell me what it is you do remember?
Well, sir, you might say I'm a lost little patrolman. A lost little lamb, if you will. I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman, who was in the evidence room. And that's why
you thought he looked suspicious.
Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to show me his ID card.
Well, that sounds pretty much by the book so far.
That's right, sir! That's what I've been trying to tell!
So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do?
That's the thing! Suddenly he pointed a knife at me!
What?
Sir, I assure you I was as flustered as you are right now. So I whooped and leapt at him.
Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him?
Do unto others before they do unto you. My father's own words, sir.
What happened then?
What? Well... My eyes, sir. Everything went white. When I awoke, I was here.
Right. Reason for being arrested.
So, Officer Meekins, why is it they arrested you?
What do you mean, Emma?
Let's look at what we know. Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman, and the victim who he met at the scene of the crime didn't show his ID card.
In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim really was the victim.
And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if anyone actually died.
That's it, sir. That's what I wanted to say. That is, I did say something along those lines.
Huh? But you still ended up here?
They told me that it had to be him, sir. Oh, on that day, at that time, Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they said.
Wait, what? Who's they? But you don't remember the events clearly?
No, but the videotape is quite clear. Wait, who's they?
Huh? Videotape?
From the security camera. The crime! My crime! The crime I swore to stamp out! It's there! It's me! I'm on tape!
And you waited until just now to tell us this?
I'm sorry! Really sorry, sir! I'll hand over my badge. I don't deserve it!
No, thanks. Well, I have my own. Well, better we go check out the crime scene. Bruh. Okay. Well.
Hey, Mr. Wright. Look who's standing at the Chief of Detectives desk.
It's Police Chief Gant.
And you're sure this is all, You know what it means if there's anything missing?
Sir, I'm sure it's most perfect. It's most likely totally perfect. We checked all of his drawers. Oh, what? Huh? Behind his computer monitor, inside his personal coffee machine.
I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you call me right away. Deal?
Yes, sir. We'll scour the place again, sir. The chief of detectives looks a little flustered.
Righto, my boy. How you been? Swim much?
Chief Gunn, reporting for duty, sir.
Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright?
Alright. Is Edgeworth gonna be okay?
Oh, Worthy. Oh, you know, they're doing a little inquiry committee with me.
Sounds like an inquisition.
Yep, well, they've had no end of trouble with the boys since last year.
You mean the incident on Gourd Lake?
It doesn't look good having a top prosecutor sit in the defendant's seat, does it? And you got someone else found guilty in that case, right, Righto?
One Karma.
A legend, he was undefeated in his 40-year career. But in court, you fixed it so he was caught for forging evidence.
Bam. Huh? Whoa. Live on, thank you for the resub. Woohoo, 3 months. Yippee! Thank you, Live On. I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you for the resub. W Live On. Wait, I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence.
In any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of turmoil, you might say. Why, they just do about anything to restore their reputation. Now, depending on what the inquiry committee decides, that could be bad for Worthy.
What?
Okay, bye. I'm about to go back to lurking. No worries, Astrio. All good.
It's downright odd, I tell you. The detective getting killed on their turf, too, I mean.
They're being the prosecutors, I assume.
Scientifically speaking, it's impossible.
Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says.
What evidence is this?
Now, Righto, I can't give away all our secrets just like that. And this in particular, well, it's a little sensitive and I can't talk about it.
I wasn't expecting much anyway.
You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff. Secrets. Can't stand them. But you know, it's a full-time job just keeping the chief of detectives' trap shut.
He was the one you were picking on earlier.
Huh? You saw that? Whoops.
I wonder what it was that he wanted the chief of detectives to do.
Let's see if we can kind of discreetly ask him.
Do we like...
Oh, sorry you had to see that.
What exactly did the chief of police want you to do?
We'll see over there. That's Guzman's desk. He wanted me to check it for anything that might be a clue. They took away every last piece of garbage in the trash can.
So nothing belonging to Detective Goodman is still here?
Of course not. Well, except for this.
What? You kept something?
Sure, why not? It's not important. He didn't even finish writing it. It's a lost item report, but it's only half complete.
A lost item? Did Detective Goodman lose something?
I have no idea what's going on, but it's past sleepy time. Good night, all, and Fortsy. See you, Swinder. The date on it is February 21st. Better make a note of that just in case. Wait, 2/21? Wait a minute. A half-written report dated 2/21 can only be submitted to the chief of police. I should really get back to investigating the police department crime scene. Finishing it. Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor.
Well, I never thought the day would come for when Wright needed to ask me for help.
I was wondering if we can investigate the evidence room. Dude, I hate those long, silent stares he gives. That's fucking terrifying.
Now, Righto.
Actually, I'm sorry. I don't need to investigate after all.
Righto, please. Do I look like a selfish man?
Huh?
Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'd give them $50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content. Knock yourself out!
Okay, I just had to stop by, guys. Tomorrow's my last exam for the semester. I'm so happy I'm gonna be done with it. Bye, Bye-bye. Have a good stream, 4 Minute Kiwis. See you later, Live On. Thank you. Yeah, everyone's doing their, like, final exams right now, so everyone's nearly done with the year, which is awesome. Which means more people will be available to hang out and say hi and all that good stuff.
It just goes to show you never know until you ask.
And for you, here, you can borrow this.
Huh? Hey, this is a detective's ID card, isn't it?
That's a special card for guests, so don't lose it.
Yes, sir. It's an honor.
You just run along and do your best now. Later, folks.
Yawnsy.
It looks pretty cool on my lapel, doesn't it? Just think, a real ID.
You seem happy.
Yes, sir. Because, sir, we get to go into the evidence room now, sir.
I think this place is a bad influence on the girl. Okay, let's move. Wait, no. Whoa! Whoa! Holy moly! Kanuki, thank you for the raid! Hello, everyone! Hello, hello, hello! Welcome, guys! How are we doing? Welcome to the chat. Nice to see all of you. Oh, God, we're getting raided, and the nuke is blowing everything to smithereens. Holy moly, guys! Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Hello, raiders. Thank you for the raid. Nice to see all of you, Vanilla Navy and Apedia and Peppermint. Hey, guys. Hello, and Moochie. Hey, you guys. Hello, hello, hello. How you guys all doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Nice to see everybody here. Hello, raiders. Hello, hello. Welcome to the chat. Don't perceive me. What do you mean, don't perceive me? Hello, Terminatus. Hello. Hello, Ash. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, Minnie. Hey, guys. No, the Kiwis. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Malika. Hello, guys. Welcome back to the chat. Nice to see all of you. Wait, when did we get raided? Welcome. Erid and Tiro. Hello, guys. Hello. Nice to see everyone here. We're playing some Ace Attorney right now. It's going pretty good. It's going pretty good. I'm home at my nest. Yes, Apedia, welcome back. Nice to see you. How was your raid, Kanuki? Welcome. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. Hello, Fortsy. Hello, HK Angel. Hello, hello. Stop using the Fortsy dumb. No, stop it. Fortsy is my another princess. What? Holy moly, bro. Yeah, how was your raid? Yeah. Welcome, guys. Nice to see all of you guys. To yeet or not to yeet, you can't stop me. I've been looking for this one Pokemon for 3 days with no luck, but I must rest. That is fair, Kanuki. That is fair. I'm actually gonna play some Pokemon myself in the near future. I'm very excited for that. But no, I'm happy to have you guys here. Thank you, Kanuki, again for the raid. Good luck on your. Whoa, Terminatus. Thank you for the resub. With Prime. Yo, thank you, Terminatus. Thank you. I came from Saparata to Kanuki to you. Hello, Ash. Welcome, welcome. Nice to see you guys again. Welcome to the chat. Yeah, no, in case any of you are new, though I do see a lot of people that do normally watch me, have a wonderful stream, go. You too, Kanuki, my goat. Have a good one. And sleep well. You've got to rest well. You guys should totally join our Discord server. We're all so cool people. Yeah, welcome, guys. Join the Discord. It's a lovely place. We hang out there. We do a lot of good stuff. But I'm going to be real. A lot of these people I recognize, believe it or not. So, hello, everyone. Nice to see you all again. Welcome back. I'm still scared of the Discord. Terminators, come on, man. Come on. We do movie nights. It's so fun. We actually just watched Inside Out 2 last night, and it was so good. I'm new trust. Are you going to join, Ash? I'm going to bed after raiding. Good night, Fortsy, and good night, chat. See you, Tuki. Nice to have you again. Hello. Totally not a lurker here. Yes, Malika, I know. Kanuki and you are my princesses. Oh my god, bruh. Totally not a lurker. Yeah, well, welcome back, guys. Nice to see you all here. Let's, bro, pronounce termiteness. Is it termiteness? I'm also going to bed, but I'll join the Discord first. Salute. Yeah, no worries, Marionette. Welcome. Nice to meet you, and welcome to the chat. It's I'm just gonna say termite. Yeah, hello, termite. That's probably gonna be easier. Holy moly, bro. Yeah, it's like termite and tetanus. Termite tetanus? Is it termite tetanus? Is that how you say it? He's calling us termites. I'm not calling you termites. Thank you for the 7-stream streak, Peppermint, and thank you for the 15-stream streak, Apedia. Appreciate it. Welcome back. You called us termites the other day. I compared you to qualities of a termite, not calling you termites itself, okay? All right? Anyway, let's continue. We're in the middle of a really big thing here. It's too late for a reprint. Imagine termites as a fucking... First time being called a termite. I am the termite you all wish to be. Crazy. No, but happy to have you all here. Welcome, Kiwis. Welcome back. Nice to see all of you here. We're gonna eat your entire house. Do not eat the house. I would appreciate that. We're talking about who would be 2.7 main characters, and Kanuki said you were 100%. Oh, I think I will be in the video, I think. But to be honest, I'm gonna be so real. A lot of people probably wouldn't believe me for saying this, but I didn't join the event because I wanted to be important in the video. I joined because I wanted to have like a good roleplay character, and the only worry I had going into that event was, and it was unfortunately something I realized after the fact as well. I realized after the fact that if I am in this video, I realized like halfway in, we're talking probably like a day or two into me actually being the commander, if I fuck this up, I'm going to look like an idiot for the rest of eternity. That's my reputation, destroyed forever. And I was very scared about that. So, you know, be so freaking for real. Yeah, no, 2.7 was really fun. It was a really fun roleplay opportunity. Honestly, I think my favorite part was engaging in roleplay with, like, you know, like, other really talented, good roleplayers. Is that a kiwi on your PNG tuber's shoulders? Yes, it is. It's my little kiwi friend. Hell yeah. Commander Fortsy was basically a martyr. Pretty much, yeah. But I was in the event for, what, 4 days? So I don't think I'll be a main character. I think I might be mentioned in it. Thumbs up. That would be cool. But yeah, no, I kind of don't want to be a main character because I kind of realized I might be mentioned in the video. I don't know for sure though. I mean, when you're a commander of an event like that, it's kind of like, you know, if you're not mentioned, that's kind of wild. Not gonna lie. You must be part of the major cast. There's no way you're not. I don't know. We all know that's a lie. No, genuinely, I'm kept in the dark about everything. Ish and the others do not tell us anything. They've got their own system about how they do things. I am not taught anything. Kanusha, are you seeing what we're dealing with? What? Shut your mouth before I eat your horse? Okay. I don't know. Bro's death is the reason why the desert revolted. Shut up. Okay? I don't know. Okay? Fortsy, shut up. Okay, fine. I'll just continue the game. Why is he a soggy cat but a kiwi? Brother. House, not horse. I don't want to eat your horse. Horse? Brother. The evidence room is beyond that door.
And we have the ID card from Chief Kant. Let's just walk in. It won't open.
Aha! The card reader is turned off, see?
What is that security guard thinking?
Howdy, partners. Well, what's made my bambina sky so grey?
Oh god, it's you. Officer Marshall! Why does it have to be him?
What's that? Why does it have to be him look for? As you may have surmised, this here's my saloon.
Oh my god.
We're here to investigate the crime scene.
Yeehaw! God, you got theirs on your own chest. That's better than a sheriff's badge in these parts.
Yeehaw?
Well, what you standing there for? Get along, little doggies? The crime scene's awaiting.
Okay. I can't bomb. I'm broke, so I'm gonna send bits instead. That is fair, Pedia. No worries. Looks like the card reader's on again. Well, while we're here, I was wondering if we could ask you some questions.
Sorry, cowboy, but I got no mind to tangle with you hombres.
You're busy then?
Did I say that? I only said I didn't wish to speak with you.
Actually, you said you had no mind to tangle with us hombres. Okay, right. Well, anyway.
I was wondering if we could talk to you.
Sorry, Bambina, but I'm off to roam the lands like a tumbleweed on a wild prairie. Like a gunslinger loading a 6-shooter, I say a little prayer.
What the fuck was that?
What was that all about, Mr. Wright?
I think he was just too hungry to talk. Fortsy, you're so funny, please go bold and explode. Isn't it usually the other way round? Don't you want them not to? You know what, never mind, I'm not even gonna. You should be a voice actor, holy moly. I'd like to.
You're just saying that because his stomach was growling. You have no idea what he was talking about either.
Well, in any case, we need to get cracking on this investigation pronto.
I was wondering if we could talk to you.
Sorry, Bambina, but I'm off to roam the lands like a tumbleweed on a wide prairie. Like a gunslinger logging a six-shooter, I say a little prayer.
Okay, yeah, we need to give him food. Where's the food? Y'all are so rich, man. I was actually giving out money earlier for everyone that was there. What? You could investigate this? You know, I'm just gonna give it to him. I'm sobbing. My money.
That smell. Reminds me of Texas.
So, Officer Marshall, you're from Texas?
No, I just saw a special on television the other day. Is this from my baby?
Yeah, Miss Star.
What's this?
What? What's wrong?
A fillet steak lunch? I see!
I don't see. I wonder what it means.
Steak lunch given to Officer Marshall. Oh, you just activated kiwi stars to be dropped everywhere. Okay, enjoy. Have fun, guys. For reference, chat, you need to be a kiwi in order to have a little kiwi icon at the bottom here. This one is a big star drop. We're doing about 4 of them. There we go. Beautiful. Awesome.
Alright, Bambina, you win. Ask anything.
Finally, it seems like... Oh. I'm sending bits again because I hate McDonald's. I wanted ice cream because of my 7-hour shift, but they closed. McDonald's... Wait, McDonald's isn't 24/7 when you live? Really? Are you serious? Oh, what? I did not know that. Please, Fortsy, I need this. My kiwi's kinda homeless, and... Dude, please, Fortsy, I need this. My kiwi's kinda homeless, and... Yo, Fortsy, why are you laughing? That's disrespectful as shit, man. Holy shit, what the fuck? What? Huh? What is going on? What is going on? What the fuck? What? Huh? Wait, what's going on? Someone explain. Wait, what the fuck? Sorry, I got curious. What do you mean you got curious? You just turned them into space dwellers. Oh my god, they've turned into the fucking... It's the screensaver when they like boop 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 in the corner. Oh my god. My kiwi's kinda homeless. Yo, Fortsy, I need this. My kiwi's kinda homeless. And yo, Fortsy, why are you laughing? That's just as special as shit, man. Sorry. Shut the fuck up, you're disrespectful as shit. Okay, you know what? You know what? I'm just gonna... There we go. You guys get some stars. Highlight my message. Shut the fuck up, silly. Breathe, bro, breathe. No, nuh-uh. There you go. There you go. More stars, more stars. There you go. Awesome. Take a deep breath. Oh my god, bruh. Okay, anyway, let's continue chat. Whoever put that in the chat earlier, the speed reference, that was amazing, bro.
Officer Marshall, you're in charge of security for the evidence room, right?
You got good eyes, partner. It's an easy job and I'm grateful for it.
Fortsy is pinned? Wait, I'm pinned? Wait, why am I pinned? Wait, what? I thought only I could do that. Who pinned him? Wait, whoa. Oh my god, I'm not broke. Val's not broke. I mean, Vermina Levy's not broke. Let's go. Yippee.
Let's fucking go. Actual Officer... blah, blah, blah. The pin of shame? How the fuck did you do that? What? Oh my god. Clipped? Oh, fuck no. No. W, whoever pinned Fortsy. What the hell is going on? My kiwi's kinda homeless. Can we have screensaver redeem? That was fun. Sure, why not? We can do that. We can do that. We could do a screensaver redeem. Mods, can you please remind me to do this later? We're gonna do a screensaver redeem. That sounds awesome. Okay, cool. Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention center told us.
Ah, that poor little doggy. Poor guy, I keep getting his name wrong and calling him Meekly.
He told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station.
Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this, but since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, well, I may not look it, but I lost my fire for the job, you know?
So, what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place?
Well, I reckon I was galloping down the highway on the back of my steed, Zippy.
No, he was riding down the highway on his horse named Zippy.
There's no need for people here anyhow. These newfangled machines do a bang-up job of keeping an eye on the place.
You mean the security camera system?
I don't take to machines much, kinda like that stewed broccoli they sneak in next to your steak, you know?
Stewed broccoli's fucking delicious. People don't like broccoli. Like, come on, man.
Miss Stars told us something. She said that you were a detective until 2 years ago.
It was always my dream to be a rawhide wrangler on the scene of a crime. That's all gone now, like a drinking hole in a prairie fire.
You're still investigating the SL9 incident with Miss Star, aren't you?
That was my case. It's all solved on the record books, but it smells like a bad game of poker. I can't let it go. That's all there is to it.
What kind of case was it anyway? We've heard the name so many times, but no one tells us what actually happened.
There are some things you're better off not knowing, Bambina. Anyway, that case is officially dead as of 2 days ago.
2 days ago? The day of our case?
That's right. The evidence transferals.
Andrew was talking about the transferals too.
I know what maybe 2 I know what maybe 2 of the machines in here do.
Only 2 of them? There must be a dozen.
Like I said, Bambina, me and machines, well, I like them as much as I like stewed cauliflower, my steaks. The easiest ones to understand are these here security cameras.
What the fuck? What the? Whoa! What did you just do? Did you just throw all of the kiwis into me? Did I just absorb the kiwis? What just happened? What was that? Apo, the only survivor. That was like a unified attack. Wait, you can actually attack me? Oh no. Oh no. Again. What do you mean again? No. Why would Fortsy do that? What the fuck did you do? You got raptured. Okay, that was... Let's attack Fortsy. No! I said I couldn't picture you getting pinned and then Wims did a mass throw. Fortsy, how many things are there that you can do that I'm not aware of? What the fuck, man? What? Who just span away like that? What the? Did someone just see that? Attack Fortsy again? What? No! No, absolutely not. Absolutely freaking not, bro. Nuh-uh. This is fucked up and evil, man. Mass bomb? What do you mean by that? No. What? No. 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 What are you doing? What are you doing? Stop it! No! No! Stop it! No! What the fuck? Oh my god. Anyway, let's keep playing the game.
If nothing happens, the tapes are automatically erased every few hours.
And Officer Meekins and Detective Goodman, are they on one of those tapes?
I reckon they might be.
You're the security guard and you reckon? One more thing. When you go into the evidence room, you need an ID card.
That's the card reader by the door.
The card reader leaves a record of every ID that passes through. So this is the ID card record.
Hey, I've seen that somewhere before.
Sorry, Bambino, I can't show you more than that.
Huh?
I haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet.
Mr. Wright, I saw a number on that record just now. I've seen that number before.
Maybe there's some way I can prove that record is tied to the stabbing. Oh my god. Sorry, but could you explain this whole transferal thing is about? We keep only evidence from solved cases in this room. They're kept here under the presiding detective's supervision for 2 years, so we can reinvestigate them if it turns out there was a mistake, see?
So what happens to the evidence after 2 years? You must put more passion in the explanation. Wait, what? I would? Huh? So what happens to the evidence after 2 years?
It goes to sleep forever in the underground.
I forgot that kiwis could fart. Yeah, you can fart if you really want to. Not that I encourage it though.
It goes to sleep forever in the underground vault at the county sheriff's department.
Oh my god, chat.
That's what we call transferal. We do it every February.
I see now.
Transferal is like a funeral for all cases.
Y'all don't stink up the place. Ew. They actually do. Why would you remind them, Fortsy? Shut up.
2 years after a case is solved, it's closed forever. Dead. Never to be reopened again, never to be reinvestigated.
And that happened to SL9 2 days ago. Bye-bye, Fortsies. Bye, Kiwis, and bye-bye, Fortsy. See you, Spinach. Thank you for coming. Really appreciate it. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Okay. Should we go to the evidence room? Chat. What the fuck? This is not the evidence room I remember from last time. Sector 3. It's quiet. Too quiet. It's quiet. The investigation must be over here. So this is the evidence room? It really is kind of like a graveyard.
Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. This feels more like a morgue.
Nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me.
Oh. Whoa!
Sorry, I thought you were a ghost.
I wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts on the head, pal. So is it true what I heard? Righto, please. Do I look like a selfish man? Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, could I borrow $50? I'd give them $50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content. Knock yourselves out.
Yeah, it's true.
So Chief of Police Gant, will loan anyone $50? Even me?
Bro. Oh, so that's what you were talking about.
Actually, I was put in charge of that investigation for today.
Just for today? Boss for a day.
But guess what? You got permission from the chief, so now you're boss for a day.
Gee, thanks.
First of all, you'll want to have this.
Oh my god, bro. Scene of the stabbing of a detective at the PD. Okay. I want to look at the scene of the stabbing. Okay. This has absolutely nothing on it. It's probably going to give us more information later. Let's talk to him. Not so regular reminder to posture check? No worries, I'm on it, boss. Better drink water to stay hydrated? Oh, shit. Yeah, hydrated, that's a good idea. So, Detective Gumshoe, your boss for the day?
That's right, it's an honor. After all, the murder took place right here in the police department.
But if you're boss, why are you all alone? Where are your underlings? What the fuck? Huh? What is that? What is that? What was that? Did you just play a game of roulette on Gumshoe's face? Bro. Oh my god. Okay. I was so confused. You know what? Never mind. The Kiwis really do have a camper problem. Chat, we are not enabling this on Christmas. When I'm on the front page, they're going to be like, Fortsy, what the fuck? What are you doing? Why are you promoting Gamba? And I'm like, no, it wasn't me. The Kiwis, they just wanted to Gamba. And then I'm screwed and they fall into the void. Oh my god, bro. There's even more Gamba than we thought. Oh my god, bro. Well, regardless. We have an addiction, oh my god.
They're using yesterday's findings to prepare for tomorrow's trial.
In other words, you got kicked out of the investigation. Again.
I'm adamant, though. I'm gonna take control and put this case to rest. In my open evidence locker, pal.
You have a locker in here too, Detective Gumshoe?
Haha, of course. I am a detective after all. They gave me a locker that only I can open, pal.
Only you can open?
I always believe in Mr. Edgeworth no matter what happens.
So, Mr. Edgeworth is with the inquiry committee now, right?
They're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in court today.
I see.
I guess this is what you call fate. Mr. Edgeworth just can't get away from that case.
That case?
Yeah, that case. The SL9 incident, of course. That was the beginning of the end for Mr. Edgeworth.
This feels familiar. Maybe we can get him to tell us more about the case.
This place is more high-tech than you might think. Every locker is fixed so only one detective can open it.
Using their ID card?
Well, that's the thing, pal. ID cards can be lost. Why, I'm on my third card since entering the force already.
That sounds like a lot.
Yeah, but even I can't lose my own right hand.
Right ham? Oh, you mean your fingerprint?
Exactly, pal. The lock for each locker is coded with a fingerprint. So the only locker we can open is our own.
Funny, they look like normal lockers.
These are the latest model. There's a trick to the handles, see?
The handles?
On the other side of the handles is a sensor, and if the wrong person touches it...
Bizap, you get a shock.
If that's what happened, my hand would be black and smoking every day. In any case, the lockers aren't that obvious. There are some even people in the force that don't know about the fingerprint lockers.
How do you know about it? I guess because you're a detective, but still. That's really high-tech handles, yeah. Interesting. The high beep scared me. Yeah, that scared me as well. I was like, oh shit. Okay, should we examine? There's something sticking out of here. Looks like a shirt. Guess it must be evidence for some case. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe put this here.
There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of slob. I'm not responsible for the evidence here.
The future of crime solving.
That said, I bet that evidence locker was open recently.
How do you know?
If you leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. The guard checks on that kind of stuff and notifies the detective responsible. How many times have I had him breathing down my neck about some silly evidence?
Sounds like Detective Gumshoe leaves evidence hanging out a lot too. I bet he doesn't tuck in his shirt under that trench coat either.
If you're gonna talk behind someone's back, don't do it right in front of them, pal.
This place is stuffed with evidence, stuffed with dreams. I'm not so sure about dreams. It won't open. Did you really think it would?
Hey, pal, security is high-tech around here.
Okay. Some sort of bulky equipment is gathering dust here. Oh my god, is that the fishing pole?
Ah, that's my personal pole. I never did get around to using it.
I've seen that somewhere before, yes. That's how we figured out there was a bullet in this guy's chest or something. Something like that.
Right, pal, that's the metal detector, the one that led to the solving of that case on Good Lake, remember?
Oh, right, wow. That feels like it was ages ago. And, I don't think I've seen this before.
Oh, that's a bug sweeper. I'm sure it will come in handy in solving some case sooner or later.
That cheap-looking box.
You can't judge a person or a machine by their cover. You gotta look at their heart.
Facts. Wow, look at this big pile of junk in the corner. That looks like a car door. There's a pair of handcuffs attached to the frame. Maybe the guy they caught was some sort of escape artist and he got away? Hey, that's one of the human profiles for range testing. He's been shot square in the forehead. Better him than us. That's fucking wild, bro. Okay. That's just the door we came through. Looks like you don't need an ID card to get out. I wonder what would happen if Officer Marshall cut the power while we were inside. Let's hope he remembers we're in here. Oh my god.
What's this?
Blood? It's a little worn, but there's definitely a handprint there.
It looks like someone tried to wipe it off.
Mr. Wright, what if there are other bloodstains left in the room?
We should use our testing fluid to check it out.
Okay. Wow, someone must have broken something big to make all these pieces.
Detective Gumshoe, perhaps? There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of hooligan. That's apparently from the case.
The case?
The SL9 incident, pal. See the sticker on one of the pieces there?
Another piece of SL9 evidence.
Take a closer look. I wonder what shape these pieces were in before whatever it was broke.
You want to try put it back together?
Ha! Good luck, pal. That's no job for amateurs. Huh. Why, I spent a good 3 hours on that before I had to give up.
That's why I always carry around a tube of glue.
Well, this piece looks like the bottom. Let's try putting the rest in place. Oh, shit. Okay, so that looks like part of the top. That's also part of the top. So, oh, so you do this to try and combine them. Okay, cool. Good to know. There we go. No, that wasn't it. Whoops! Oh shit! Huh? Wait, huh? What? What? Wait, whoa! I want to try that again. Huh? Yo, let me back at it. Let me back at it. Wait, it's saying that there might be some more pieces. Oh no! Don't tell me it's unsolvable at this current moment in time. There we go. There we go. Wait, no. Forgot to flip it. It's like that? Yeah, there we go. There we go. Whoops. There we go. There. Perfect. Huh. Is there... Surely you can put those pieces together, right? I feel like there's something missing. Yeah. Is there a time limit? No. I feel like there's missing pieces. Because there was nothing smooth on any of the ones that we had available. Look, this one's open and the red indicator light above the door is lit. That lock is coated with Detective Goodman's fingerprint. Detective Goodman's locker?
Are you sure it's okay to leave it open like that?
Well, it'd be hard to get it open again if we closed it.
It's empty. They must have taken the contents elsewhere. Someone left a glove here, but only one. Detective Gumshoe, maybe?
There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of absent-minded detective. That's evidence from the case, you know?
You mean SL9? It does have a tag on it. What is this saw and paint doing here?
Since the dawn of time, true art has always been a war against oppression.
What the fuck are you talking about? True art? I noticed that there's blue and yellow paint here. Perhaps we're witnessing the birthplace of the Blue Badger?
Well, you might say this is my studio.
Here, in the evidence room? Okay. I'm gonna try it one more time. If not, I'm gonna leave. Try one more time, chat. So if you press right click, it cuts you out of the, it cuts you out of it. So I need to not press right click. Let's combine it. Boom. Wait. Forgot which order these were in. Yeah. There we go. See you later, Apedia. Thank you for coming. There we go. Beautiful. Yeah, I think we're missing a piece, chat. Wait, what? We aren't? We are missing a piece. That piece did not look like it fit in there, chat. I don't know about you. That did not look like that fit it. Huh? Well, I think we did it, but some of the pieces are missing. No, for real, I was so confused. I know, right?
Yeah, I got that far too. I got that far too in 2 minutes myself. The problem is finishing it.
Were some pieces stolen?
I bet they were missing to begin with. Still, it doesn't look like the most stable kind of jar.
I kind of understand how it got broken. Yeah, why the fuck? Interesting. I'm gonna grab a cake to snack while watching this. No worries, so all good. I think we'll leave now. Did we miss something? I felt like we missed something to keep moving the story along. I might as well show this off.
Allow me to say one thing, speaking as a detective. If I see a piece of evidence I know nothing about, I say nothing. Nothing!
That's fine.
You bet it's fine, pal.
This is literally the evidence that you... Okay. Let me see here. The tag says SL9. I guess there's another piece of evidence from that case. You know, I never did care for the word tag. It's confusing. Huh? What's confusing about that? Do you know how many other words sound like a bag, gag, nag, lag, zag? Zag? Is that a word? Do you challenge me? What, are we playing a word game now? Okay. What?
You can't open the locker if your fingerprint doesn't match. If you can open it, they'll give you 50 cents.
No, the police department lacks faith in its lock system.
After all, Detective Goodman was stamped here after opening his locker. But at the same time, he was found dead over at the prosecutor's office.
Right.
Allow me to say one thing as speaking detective.
I'll say we missed something from Jake. Who's Jake again? Is that, Jake Marshall was his name? Oh, wait, hold on. I know what we missed. Examine. I was gonna do it at the end and then I forgot. Spray. There we go. Examine time. I knew it. This is someone's right handprint.
What?
What's the matter, detective?
This locker. It's mine.
It's yours?
Please. You have to help me when they come to take me away. Promise you'll testify that I wouldn't harm a fly. You'll do that for me, wouldn't you, pals?
This is an important clue. I'll jot it down on the floor plans.
I'm counting on you guys. Believe me, you can't trust the police.
What? But you're a detective. There we go. That must have been one massive pool of blood. Yeah, this is where they died, chat. This is where they actually ended up dying. Which means someone had to have knocked out the Curious. Massive pool of blood. Never seen anything like it. I'm not a professional. What's your opinion, detective?
Pale blue blood. Maybe Detective Goodman was actually an alien?
This proves that something really happened in front of this locker. I'll make note of it on the floor plans.
Hey, if you didn't want my opinion, you should have asked.
Interesting. Are we just gonna waste all of this? Just waste it all. I don't think there's anything else here. I think we're good to go. Oh. Would you look at that? Why am I getting a reaction here? There's no reason for the murderer to touch the spot if he fled out the door. This might just be something significant.
Hey, that's some pretty amazing stuff you got there, pal.
What, this? It's called luminal testing fluid.
Where'd you get your hands on that?
Huh?
I'd like to get some too. I'll just borrow $50 from the chief.
Where do you get this, Emma? I always buy it by mail order. Well, I better jot this down on the floor plans. Fortsy, chill, you're getting some of the spray on us. Spray, 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 spray. Okay, I think we're good to go. Okay. I think we're good to leave, and we'll go talk to Jake.
The sheriff's back in the Wild West didn't place much faith in evidence. About the only thing they trusted was their shooting hand.
This is neither Wild nor West here.
Haha, but that and this are two entirely different things.
I guess so? Huh? I'm lost.
Looks like we need some evidence to get anywhere with this guy. Okay, let's do this. Let's show them the locker. No. Maybe I'll bring up the vase. No, okay.
And not interested in the vase. Oops. Whoops. Alright, let's try this. Nope, he doesn't care about that. Okay, let's see. No, Maybe if we present this. No. To remind you, he won't let you see the card reader record unless you can prove it's connected. The card reader record. Prove it's connected with the ID.
See this? This is the victim's ID card.
The one that was on the ground in the parking lot?
The number on this is 42189.
Officer Marshall, show us that ID card record again. Look, the fourth number, it's a perfect match.
It was used at 5:14, right before the stabbing.
What's more, there's only one of them cards in the world.
So when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room.
But wait, what did Officer Meekin say?
Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to display his ID card.
So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do?
That's the thing, suddenly he pointed a knife at me.
It wasn't Detective Goodman? One of them is a phony. If he had his ID card then, why would he have pointed a knife at Officer Meekins?
Alright, compadre, you win. I guess I can give you this ID card record.
I've got an idea. Maybe I should show this list to other people who with IDs here. Good idea. Why don't we present it to you? No? Okay. Oh, that's right, because he wouldn't have an ID anymore. He used to. Okay. Let's go move. And we'll go talk to... Could you take a look at this? This is the ID card record of the people who came in here on the day of the stabbing.
I heard the rumors. So it was Goodman who came in here at the time of the murder? Whoa!
What is it?
That second number.
It's not your ID number, is it, Detective Gumshoe?
Mr. Edgeworth.
What?
The second number on this list belongs to Mr. Edgeworth.
What?
Why would Edgeworth have come to the evidence room? I think they're trying to frame Edgeworth again. I think someone's trying to frame Edgeworth again. Edgeworth, get behind me. Let's go here. You used to be one? Could you take a look at this? Okay, yeah. I like the implication that we came all the way back here just to show her that, and she just doesn't care. Let me go to the actual, yeah, Edgeworth is just always in deep shit, bro. Of course the guy's not here. Okay. Present. Officer Meekins, could you take a look at this? I'm sorry, sir, really. Sorry, but I have no idea what that is. Darn. I feel like that would have been incredibly relevant for him, of all people. They're not here. Where am I meant to go? You have no idea, Fortsy, bro. Maybe she would talk about the old evidence? True. Hello, Fortsy in chat. Hello, Pichu. Nice to see you again. Welcome back. Hello. We're just going to present this, I think, is the best thing we can do right now. Yeah, let's do it. Fuck it. We're going to bring this forward. She's not going to care about most of this evidence, I don't think. Okay, thinking about what she knows. No. I'm so lost. My eye is about to close. You feeling tired? You're so tired, I don't blame you. Present. IDs of all who enter the evidence room on 2/21. What did he lose, though? Interesting. Okay. Okay, chat. I'm actually a little bit lost. I don't know what to do. Twitch just reminded me I have 50k points. Do you need help? I suppose so, yeah. Gumshoe? Okay. You'll have something to use it on in the subathon, trust me. I'm gonna go head out now. I'm a bit tired. Bye, every Curie and Fortsy. Good luck on A. See you, Curie. Have a good one. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. I already showed you this. I already showed you this one. But Edgeworth wasn't willing to talk. I don't know what else I'm supposed to show, though. Hey, that's it. That's the King of Prosecutors, yeah. Of course, pal, I got an award for diligence. Hydrate? Okay, no worries, Chad. Give me a second. Got some water over here. Got a little bit of water there. And we're gonna drink a little bit. I'm at a bit of a busy place right now, so I'm getting overstimulated, so I might just leave for a bit. I'll probably come back later, though. Have fun and bye-bye. See you, Ninny. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. Bye-bye, Ninny. What's going on? I just don't know what I'm supposed to do with, Try talking to him, no. Chat, could I get some help here? Might as well just ask. When in doubt, present everything. Alright. Found a number of storage car, yeah. Art is always misunderstood, pal. Art? The blue bucket. He is dancing proudly on this day of the awards. They took the blue badger away for a while. Really? Why?
They said it was shameful or something like that. Shameful. I toiled night and day. I sympathize with Detective Gumshoe. I can understand why they moved it. Detective Goodman's note and that switchblade knife. I bet Edgeworth was the most surprised of anyone. Because of the SL9 connection? That was Mr. Edgeworth's first big case, you know, 2 years ago. That was the first time the world knew Edgeworth was a man to be feared. But why would evidence from that case turn up now? I guess it's not over, pal. Maybe there are some loose ends left on that case. Maybe I can talk to him? There we go. Now that was a bloody violent case. Violent? So it was a murder? A serial killing. A serial killing? Maybe I don't want to get involved in this after all. But the killer made a mistake and Mr. Edgeworth built his case around that to nab him.
And this was 2 years ago.
That put Mr. Edgeworth right in the spotlight. And started the rumor mill. Rumors.
About forged evidence?
It was supposed to be all cleaned up with the transferal the other day. It was the last job he ever did. Detective Goodman, that is.
Huh? What do you mean?
Detective Goodman was the detective in charge of the SL9 incident, see?
So, that switchblade knife.
The victim took the knife out of the...
Wait, the victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself?
Hey, pal, look at the time. Was there something you needed to be going to? It's just that Mr. Edgeworth's inquiry committee should be letting out soon. I'm gonna go give them my report for the day.
What the fuck?
It might help, you know.
Report? You mean the note written on the back of that flyer?
The one that says nothing but no problems? Hey, it's Mr. Edgeworth to talking about. I'm sure he can use a report like this. I believe in him.
Who needs enemies when you got friends like Detective Gumshoe? Damn, man. What is with the series and the sass? Holy moly.
I'm off, pal. Later.
Detective Gumshoe's the go. What the hell? I should probably see what Edgeworth has to say too. Let's go. Let's go back to Edgeworth. Wait. Oh. There we go. Oh god, hello you. Guess. My apologies. Oh, it's you. Have we met somewhere? Huh? Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your leave. So long. Is Edgeworth here? There, standing by the window, a teacup in his hand.
Right.
Here's the Hotel Brigham's tea service? Mr. Edgeworth, you're back from the District Prosecutor's Office inquiry?
I am.
By the way, Detective Gumshoe was looking for you.
Ah, yes. He brought me the latest information, it seems.
Really? Was it helpful?
Apparently a new French restaurant is opening near here. I think he was trying to console me somehow.
The real info is on the other side, Edgeworth. Poor Mr. Edgeworth, I think this whole thing is really taking a toll on him. So, how did the inquiry committee go?
Actually, they decided to treat this not as a case of not as a case of concealing evidence, but as a communications error during the investigation.
Concealing evidence?
Yes, apparently there are some who believe that I concealed evidence. They gave me a warning. You were lucky this time. Again.
Again?
I've heard them say that so many times. Ever since that case 2 years ago.
Are you okay for the trial tomorrow?
Well, I'm still the presiding prosecuting attorney. However,
something happened?
They've gave control of the investigation over to the police department.
The police department?
Yes, any further investigation for this case will be directed by the Chief of Police Gant. I can do nothing but wait for his result.
I see.
Why I ask you? Why? All along, I've done only what I believe is right. I have nothing to be ashamed of, but still...
Wow, I've never seen him this out of sorts. Really? Oh, right. I'd better check this now.
As I was saying, What's this?
A record of ID card usage? Edgeworth, you went into the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less.
Yes, that's true.
Why, Mr. Edgeworth?
Please don't look at me like that. I was asked to go. By Chief Gaunt, no less.
The chief of police?
He wanted evidence for a case that wrapped up for half a year ago. He told me he wanted me to keep it here in the prosecutor's office.
But it was solved, right? It would have had to be if the evidence was already filed.
The chief is never one to explain himself. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here.
Can I ask what kind of case it was?
I can't say. It really has nothing to do with the current case.
Now I'm curious. Wait. Wait. Okay. Miles Edgeworth tracks. There's a 30-minute period where Miles Edgeworth goes in, he leaves. He definitely got set up. It was definitely a setup. See that 4:50 p.m.? That is super important. We have to figure out who this is. We have to figure that out. We gotta figure out who all of them are, but still. Now I'm curious about this other case. I'm gonna make note of it. Evidence from a past case of Edgeworth's, brought back to his office by Gaunt's request.
Stubborn as always. I told you this has nothing to do with the current case.
Interesting. See, you say that, Edgeworth, but I'm too stubborn. The tag says AI-16. What's that got to do with anything? Nothing, apparently. At least that's what Edgeworth said. That makes it seem all the more suspicious. Who knows? This might turn out to be the clue that breaks the case.
Wouldn't that be nice?
These are a lot of clues. Holy fuck. Okay, we're kind of left up. Might as well present the SL9.
I know you. You've probably got a hold of some information already, right?
It all has to do with that case you're on, the SL9 incident, and some dark suspicion you were wrapped up in.
You were the man who has revived the worst memory of my life. I figured I'd be telling you everything about this sooner or later.
He must be talking about his father's murder in the elevator. Okay, Edgeworth, why don't you tell me about it? Tell me the truth.
The SL9 incident was a heinous serial killing case. The head of the investigation was the deputy chief of police at the time, Damon Gaunt.
That wacky old coup was involved in the case 2 years ago too, then.
He was a top officer, and it was my first time working with him. I was nervous.
Well, you get nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth?
What I want to know is why a deputy chief of police was on the investigation. In truth, I used slightly more extreme methods than normal. We were dealing with a vicious murderer. If I let him go, the blood would be on my hands. We won our guilty verdict and the killer was executed.
Wait, you didn't... Of course not. I didn't touch the evidence.
Yes, I will do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code and I follow it faithfully. By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wanted to know something.
My sister? What?
If you were still studying forensic science.
Forensic science? Huh? Yes, of course. Why, just today Mr. Wright and I were using this.
Luminal testing fluid, Well then, you might have use for this.
A cotton swab? Aluminum powder? Aluminum powder for taking fingerprints?
It's been chemically treated for better adhesion.
For me? Are you sure? We are the enemy, you know.
I've no say in today's investigation. Do as you will. Edgeworth,
I'm really...
No need to thank me. Here, take your powder and these fingerprint files for everyone involved.
Thanks. How about giving these to Detective Gumshoe as well? Recovers fingerprints from handprints for comparison with fingerprint file. Well, let's get going. One last investigation. Right. I do seem to remember seeing a suspicious handprint somewhere. Multiple, actually. There's multiple. There's like 3. But the most obvious one... Oh my god, chat. I hadn't saved for a long time. An hour and 30 minutes. Imagine had I not saved that. Oh my god. And something bad happened. I would have been cooked. Okay. Let's go. Move. YOLO format. Let's head out to the police department. And then we're going to inspect these handprints. Can we use them? I guess we'll inspect it again. The blue badger is still driving around today. It's got the handprint on it. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt and say he's dancing. Speaking of dancing, the whole police department's been dancing around like crazy since yesterday. We can't... Okay. Okay, in that case then, let's go to the guard station, and then let's go to the evidence room. Our investigation turned up a suspicious handprint. Here in this blood in the detective's evidence locker. Let's use the secret weapon we just borrowed. Fortsy, do you think that thing is a blue badger? That's what they call it. Right, let's get started. First, choose a finger. A finger? Each finger leaves behind a slightly different imprint. So let's choose the finger that will left behind the clearest print. I really can't tell the difference at a glance. Ow. Yo! Backpal Mango, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Quit procrastinating and choose a finger. Okay, we'll choose the thumb. Okay, now it's time to check the prints. Let me show you how it's done. Emma's starting to get that sparkle in her eyes. First, we sprinkle the aluminum powder around. Huh? How do you do that? Okay. It looks like that did the trick. The aluminum powder adheres completely to the print. Once the powder is well spread, just blow away the excess. Huh? How do I do that? Okay. Just imagine blowing up candles in a birthday cake. Wow, that looks like fun. It might take some getting used to, though. It's fine, it won't go up your nose or anything. You just pour the powder on thick and blow away the extra. Those are the basics of fingerprinting, Mr. Wright. I guess I'd better give it a try. Holy moly. Holy moly. Aha! You did it, you found one. But this looks like nothing like a fingerprint. Now that you mention it, I guess it doesn't. What does it mean? I think it means we're out of luck. Out of luck? The person who left this handprint must have worn gloves. Don't tell me we've been wasting our time here. Hey, calm down. That's just the way it goes sometimes with scientific investigations. But it does seem a shame. While we're at it, why don't we look for other prints? Other prints? Looking at the locker door again closely, it seems like there are fingerprints outside the bloody handprint as well. Let's see if we can find a clear print. Like right there. There we go. Oh. Let's do this, and then dust. And then we blow it all away. Yay, a print so clear it's dazzling. Dazzling? Anyway, this print took a lot of effort to find. Let's match it up right away. So we're not done yet? This is quite a process. Well, there's no point in finding a fingerprint and not knowing who the owner is, right? Yes, she's right. Look at the fingerprint data we got from Mr. Edgeworth, and point out the person you think left these prints. Huh? How am I supposed to know who it was?
I can make a pretty good guess. The bloody handprint and fingerprints are in different places, right? That means the prints probably don't have anything to do with our case. So whose fingerprint would we most likely find on this evidence locker?
Whoa, this is cool. It would be Gumshoe, because this is his locker. This looks like him. Hell yeah, let's go.
Aha! So these prints belong to Detective Gumshoe. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? He gave me this so what look.
I guess that's probably because I was thinking, so what?
Okay, so we came up with nothing this time, but there's always next time. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. You gotta roll with the punches, Mr. Wright.
Thanks for the sympathy. Dude, she's got a way better mentality than Phoenix, bro. Wait, if I remember correctly, there was one other handprint in this room. Let's check it out. Yes, there was. Let's go. Over yonder. Examine. This is where we got a luminal fluid reaction, right?
Right. There was a handprint here. Okay, wanna try using this?
There goes our check for prints. Okay, let's check for prints.
That's the spirit. Oh, but I have to warn you about something first. What? The area where the blood was wiped away, right?
We ended up using it finding the chemical means.
Any prints in the area will have been wiped away too.
Oh, right. So that means no prints.
Would you say the probability of your hypothesis is high?
Don't ask me.
Anyway, we must try to find prints that weren't wiped away.
Prints other than the ones left by the bloody hand. Interesting. I don't see anything, chat. There. That's definitely not the same fingerprint. Wait, what? There we go. Okay. Jake Marshall. Interesting, Jake. Hey, these fingerprints,
Whose are they? Whose? Is it someone I know?
it's Officer Marshall.
Huh? Officer Jake Marshall?
Found on a bloody handprint left in the evidence room. The print had been wiped.
That's gotta be a coincidence. He's not involved in the crime.
Emma, this is decidedly different from Detective Gumshoe's prints. The luminal reaction. The blood and the fingerprints are in the same place.
Oh.
So we have Jake Marshall's fingerprints on a wiped blood stain.
Why would Officer Marshall...
It looks like our investigation is finally turning up some results. I guess this is what you'd call decisive evidence.
I don't believe it.
Damn, she really likes the cowboy. She really likes the cowboy. Mystery games make you EP? Yeah, I can see that.
So, what do you think, Mr. Wright?
I think the prosecution is as confused as we are. After all, the victim was murdered in 2 different places at the same time.
And a different suspect was arrested at each of the crimes. Lana! Good morning, Mr. Wright. I apologize for yesterday. I was indisposed.
I hope they didn't hold you too long for questioning.
We just finished, actually. I'm used to all-nighters, though. So, how'd it go? It says Mr. Wright suspects. The police are clueless. I figured as much, so I struck a plea bargain. A plea bargain? What do you mean by that? We agreed that if I told them the truth behind this simultaneous murder, they wouldn't see capital punishment. That's what I mean, Emma. But Lana, don't tell me you... Much to my regret, I'm as much in the dark about this as they are.
Miss Skye.
We found trace evidence of a certain person in the police department's evidence room.
They belonged to Officer Jake Marshall.
What kind of trace evidence?
Bloodstained fingerprints, to be exact. That's the trump card I have up my sleeve today. You do understand what this means, don't you?
In order to defend my sister, you're gonna have to accuse Mr. Marshall?
We have to play the cards we're dealt with. Isn't that right, Miss Skye? Hey, Rua, welcome back.
Do what you have to do, Mr. Wright.
February 24th, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 9.
Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Skye.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution is... I'm afraid you'll have to clarify.
It takes 30 minutes by car to reach the police department from the prosecutor's office. Yet the victim, Bruce Goodman, was slain at both places at the same time.
But that's not physically possible, is it? What's more, I hear the victim from the evidence room just disappeared.
Yes, and the body eventually reappeared in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car.
Wow, this is one messed up trial. One of my duties as prosecutor is to present impartial evidence. Today, I will present evidence relating to the murder at the police department. In doing so, I believe the way in which we should proceed will reveal itself.
Now that's what set Mr. Edgeworth apart. He sounds so on top of things, even though he doesn't know what's going on himself.
And that's supposed to be an admirable trait?
Very well, let the trial resume. On the day of the crime, what exactly transpired at the police department? Mr. Edgeworth, you may call your first witness of the day to the stand.
For its first witness, the prosecution calls the suspect of the murder that occurred at the police department.
The suspect? You mean the so-called murderer?
Oh boy. Things are getting wild from the get-go. Oh no, I'm gonna have to get ready for this voice. Fuck!
Will the witness please state his name and occupation?
Yes, sir! I am Officer Mike Meekins, sir! My occupation is, that would be murderer, sir!
So you're telling us you're a professional killer?
Sir, it was me, sir! I'm the one who did it! I'll never kill anyone again, sir! You've got to believe me, sir!
Actually, what we'd like to...
Sir, I'm what you would call a younger part of the younger generation, sir! A person whose actions adults can't possibly comprehend!
Please, Mr. Edgeworth, sir, help me, sir!
Officer Meekins,
Yes, sir!
give us your report of the crime. Consider that an order.
Yes, sir! As you wish! After all, I am part of a generation that must be told what to do, sir! You can't fault him for a lack of enthusiasm. Although it's not my normal duty, I was assigned to guard the evidence room that day. I spotted a suspicious man on the security screen and rushed to the room. I was only doing what I was trained to do, sir. I was suddenly attacked. I fought for my life, and then I did it. After that, I passed out until another officer smacked me awake.
So the victim, Detective Goodman, attacked you.
Do unto others before they do unto you. That's the Meekins family motto, sir.
I see, then you fainted and a colleague helped you regain consciousness.
Yes, sir. He knocked me upside the head, sir.
Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination.
What I need here is more info to work with. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Phoenix. I need more info. Okay. Okay, let's do it.
Although it's not my normal duty, I was assigned to guard the evidence room that day.
Hold it! Mr. Meekins, you work in the General Affairs Department, do you not?
Yes, sir. I'm in charge of hiring new recruits, sir.
Yikes, now there's a scary thought. Evidence transfer was taking place on the day of the crime, which means many officers were given special tasks not ordinarily performed.
I was in charge of guarding the Blue Badger, sir.
The Blue Badger?
Yes, sir. The lovely police mascot created by the chief of detectives, sir.
Oh my god.
I was to ensure it wasn't broken during the transfer process. That was my sole mission for the day, sir.
I see. Sounds like a very, important mission.
After the awards ceremony finished that day, there were so many people running around that I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room.
Oh, so that's why you went to the evidence room.
Tell us, what did you see when you got there?
I spotted a suspicious man on the security screen and rushed into the room.
In order to enter the evidence room, you need an ID card, am I correct?
Precisely, sir. I have one right here around my neck.
So then, your ID number should be listed on here, right?
There it is! I found it! This is the one right here.
Could you please read us the number?
Yes, sir. It's 4989596. That's my number, sir.
I see. Huh? But the number 4989596 is shown as being used twice.
Please explain, witness.
It's no real mystery, sir. The first time is when I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room. And the second time is when I went to go get him after everything settled down.
I see. So it was during that second time when...
Yes, sir. That was when I spotted the man on the security screen. I was only doing what I was trained to do, sir. I was suddenly attacked.
Hold it! So you were attacked. Can you please tell us exactly what happened to you?
It was a knife, sir. A knife!
Detective Goodman pulled a knife on you? What happened then?
Well, with me charging in on him like that, he looked as surprised as I was.
You aren't exactly the kind of person someone would want to run into.
Damn! That's when I reacted, sir. I swung my arms like an octopus, struggling to detain him. That's how I got this nash on my hand.
Maybe if you just kept your cool, your hand wouldn't be...
When I saw the blood trickling down my arm, I panicked. I grabbed the man by his collar. I fought for my life, and then I did it!
What exactly do you mean when you say you did it?
I know I don't look the type, but I'm really into kung fu films, sir. The man had let his guard down for just an instant, so I snatched his knife from him.
You took his knife?
I spun him around and performed a disarming maneuver. I made sure to close my eyes like a man.
See. He must have been desperate.
The next thing I knew, his white coat was drenched in a sea of my blood. And then, the next thing I knew...
Yes?
He punched me right in my face, sir. After that, I passed out, until another officer smacked me awake.
About what time did you regain consciousness?
No offense, sir, but how am I supposed to know that? I was unconscious.
Oh, right. According to the report from the officer that woke up the witness, it was about 5:30.
He hit me right in the head, too. I woke up crying tears of pain.
That's nice. I mean, it's nice that you recovered, that is.
That's crazy. These guys hate this dude. He's done nothing wrong. When I came around, though, I made sure to finish my mission, sir.
Your mission?
Yes, sir, the Blue Badger, sir. I returned him. I returned him to the entrance before things got out of hand.
Well, we can all rest easy now.
I believe we now have a fairly accurate picture of what happened.
Yes, Your Honor. Only one thing remains unclear. Was the man this officer murdered really the victim? He's got a point.
Yes, Officer Meekins?
With regard to that, sir, take a look at this. It was sent to my jail cell. Chief Gunn delivered it to me just this morning, sir.
The chief delivered it?
What is that? A videotape?
Yes, sir, that's absolutely right, sir. A videotape, sir. It contains footage from the security camera in the evidence room.
What? But I specifically asked if there was such a tape, and was told it had been mistakenly erased.
That's quite a mistake.
I just do what I'm told, sir. It's the only thing I'm really good at.
Looks like communication with the police department is as good as ever.
Well then, let's have a look.
Show us the
video of you murdering the victim.
Oh, please stop using that word murder, sir. It scares me.
A videotape of a real murder. Just what are we getting ourselves into? Oh, that's fucked up. It's 3D, that's so cool. Wait. When did the guy leave? Where did the guy go? What? Wait. There's no... The only part it doesn't show is the far right corner. What the fuck? Wait. We didn't see the guy walk out, did we? Am I misremembering? Because I zoned out a little bit while watching it, but like, surely... Love that video, I hope to watch it again. What the fuck? No, but we would have seen him walking past to the left. He didn't walk past to the left. Wait. Which officer woke him up? We didn't. No, we didn't.
Well, I believe we're all thinking the same thing. How can we deal with these unsettling feelings stirred within us?
What the hell was that wriggling piece of plywood?
Sir, that is the pride and joy of the entire criminal affairs department, sir. It's the Blue Badger, sir.
Why am I not surprised this isn't going smoothly? I want to know who woke Meeks up. I want to know who woke him up. Because he never left, according to that video camera.
Yes, well, anyway. This tape seems to prove that the witness did indeed encounter someone in the evidence room, and some sort of activity took place.
Your Honor, instead of relying on clearly incomplete footage, the witness's testimony will suffice. Is that alright with you, Officer Meekins?
Yes, sir. As you wish, sir.
He woke up in the detention center. Did he? I thought he just said he woke up. Oh, yeah, he did say he woke up in the detention center, right? Okay.
Let me save this.
Oh my god.
His face can't be clearly seen in the video, but there's no question that the other person was Detective Goodman, sir. I mean, he opened the locker, which required Detective Goodman's fingerprint to do so. The locker he opened is unquestionably Detective Goodman's locker, sir, so it must be him. No one else could have unlocked it.
What's this about a fingerprint? Each detective has been given a locker equipped with a fingerprint-activated lock. These locks ensure that each locker can only be opened by the detective it belongs to. Intriguing. That would mean the victim at the crime scene would have to have been Detective Goodman. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination.
I don't know where this cross-examination will lead, but everything begins with contradictions. That's where I have to start. That's fucking weird. You're right, because he would have had to have... Hold on. Hold on. I think it's possible that that card was planted at the scene in, Okay, this is what I think's going on, chat. The murderer was, or someone partly responsible, or directly responsible. Ooh. Who the fuck is 777777777? Mike Meekins. Is it possible that someone snuck in behind Meekins and like hid in the corners? Because if you look at the camera angle, there's no way to see who's behind that angle. You know what I mean? They could have hidden behind that. Hidden in the corner, is what I'm saying. If they snuck in, they would have been able to hide. And then, when they left, they would have walked over. There's so many ways this could go. But I think that whoever's responsible for this planted the card at the scene of the crime after it had happened. That's what I think is going on here.
His face can't clearly be seen in the video, but there's no question that the other person was Detective Goodman, sir. I mean, he opened the locker, which required Detective Goodman's fingerprint to do so. The locker he opened is unquestionably Detective Goodman's locker, sir, so it must be him. No one else could have unlocked it.
This all sounds true enough, but the victim's body was found at the prosecutor's office. There has to be a mistake somewhere. The real thing's so much more intense than in the movies. Here, you can use the player to watch it as much as you like. The security video. Maybe I should take another look at the footage. Oh, I can watch the video? Oh, sick. If I can watch the video again, I'm gonna do that. This is probably the most interesting case. Oh, shit. I did not mean to do that. Tell me, were you able to get a good look at him? At the face of the man who attacked you with a knife?
Sir, if you must label people as being seen or not seen, the man's face, I believe, would have been classified as the latter?
The latter, but you were standing right in front of him, were you not?
More to the point, you are the person who fought him, aren't you?
Oh, yes, sir, but I didn't get a clear look at his face, sir. I'm not the kind of guy who looks directly at people when talking with them, you see.
Yeah, that's a good trait for a police officer.
Still, I'm sure it was him. I bet my badge on it. But there's no question that the other person was Detective Goodman, sir.
Hold it. But you don't know that for sure, do you? You never actually saw Detective Goodman's face.
Well, I suppose you might say that. That is, if you must label people as having seen or not seen it.
Since his face can't be identified in the video, only you can verify it.
Why is everyone looking at me? If I had to label your stairs as disturbing or...
Meekins!
Ah!
Having been shown a questionable video at best, we are not in the best of moods. Now please be more certain when you testify.
Yes, sir!
You claimed the man who brandished a knife on you was Bruce Goodman. Tell us why you were positive it was him.
I mean, he opened the locker, which required Detective Goodman's fingerprint to do so.
About these lockers, is there no other way to open them?
No, sir. I myself tried all kinds of methods in the past. They only respond to registered fingerprints, sir.
I wonder what kind of methods he's tried.
If the man opened the locker's lock, which only responds to its registered fingerprints, then he must be the person the locker was assigned to.
Exactly my point, sir, and this too. The locker he opened is unquestionably Detective Goodman's locker, sir. He speaks like Pinocchio trying not to reveal Shrek's location.
You can't lie. So tell me, where is Shrek?
Well, I don't know where he's not.
Dude, how do you know that information?
I've heard rumors, sir, from people in the know, sir.
People in the know.
The workers in the department cafeteria, sir. They keep me informed. They also listen to my romantic troubles, sir.
For the records, the opened locker did indeed belong to Detective Goodman. I verify this information for a more reliable source.
So the victim opened the locker with his own fingerprint.
So it must be him. No one else could have unlocked it.
Hold it! However, the most important detail is not shown in this video, the man's face.
Sir, if I may say something, sir.
Please do, after all, you are the one being examined.
I don't understand why the man's face is so important in this case, sir. I mean, it was his hand that opened the fingerprint log. And it was his hand that tried to thrust his knife into my body, sir. My unsettled state can testify enough to this, sir.
Yes, you have a point. The footage doesn't lie.
That is, unless this defense can find a problem with it.
Mr. Wright, let's check the court record again.
Bro, at this point, he's on our side. Is there a problem with the security video? Let me go and watch it again. I mean, there is, but... Right. God, that's creepy. Wait, the light's on. The light's on. The light is on already. Wait. The light implies that it's already unlocked. This thing was unlocked from the beginning. That proves it didn't... That... Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Wait, what did I just see? I saw him try to open it and something came out. Did a glove come out when he dropped... When he... Wait. Did a glove come out? Yeah, I saw something too, chat. Hold on. Yeah, okay. Something come out. The glove came out. Dropping onto the floor. There's someone behind you. Z, don't say that. Don't say that. Bro, the flag, it just coincidentally covers their face. That's crazy. No, but that's the weirdest thing, chat. Wait a fucking second. Wait a second, chat. The evidence that was sticking out on the left and that little, like, cloth wasn't... Look. It's not open. It's not there. Look, see? It's not there. And then at the end of the video, it is. It's not sticking out. It's not sticking out. It's not sticking out, right? It's not sticking out. One second, chat. And then chat, look at the end, look at the end, look at the end. It's sticking out. What does that mean? Why is it sticking out? Why is it sticking out? Why is it sticking out? You saw that, right? The little thing was sticking out at the end. But it wasn't until the very last turn of the camera. And why did the robot just coincidentally glitch like that? It just like coincidentally glitched to cover his face. Bro. Who's to say? What is going on? This video is fascinating. Why is the... Treat this like an amazing digital circus theory? I kind of am right now. Yeah, why is the cloth sticking out now? Sorry, chat, I'm just gonna watch it one more time. I'm gonna watch the robot this time. So it's been doing that dance. The blue badger just coincidentally covers his face, of course. My brain is like, I'm like, fucking gotta figure this out. Okay, chat. I think we're ready to go back. But, interesting. Okay, alright. We need to save that shit. Interesting, interesting. Very, very interesting. Interesting, interesting. There's a problem. Regarding the video contained on this tape, there is one thing in particular that seems rather strange. Strange? More than one? This contradiction leads to the possibility of that. The man may not have been Detective Goodman.
What? This video contains such a contradiction?
Interesting. Your Honor, I have a proposal.
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth.
I propose we have the defense point out to us this alleged contradiction in the video. He would want me to point it out.
Very well, proposal accepted. Let us further inspect this piece of evidence. I will now play the security tape. Mr. Wright, please show us this contradiction you speak of.
I have to point out a problem in the video? This is the first time I've ever had to do that.
You can do it, Mr. Wright. It's set up so you can fast forward, rewind, or pause the video. Just take a good look and be sure to point out the right thing. Please don't play it too many times. I can't stand watching this video.
How did this guy ever become a police officer?
Now then, Mr. Wright, please enlighten us. Where is the contradiction?
Oh. The thing that's strange about this video has got to be this. Officer Meekins.
Sir, do you mean me, sir?
As I understand it, the locker apparatus works like this. Oh god. When you grab the handle, a sensor reads your fingerprint. If it's a match, the light turns on and the lock is released.
According to my very limited experience, that's the way I understand it, sir.
If so, then something is seriously wrong with this picture. Yeah, the light was already on. Why are you showing the whole video again?
When the victim reaches for the handle to open the locker, let's rewind to a little bit earlier. Here, notice the light?
What's this? It's already lit?
Precisely my point, Your Honor. The locker was already open before the victim grabbed the handle.
What?
Order! Order! What's the meaning of this? Give me 1 second, chat. I'm just gonna grab something.
So, chat, I have just been handed by my family, a bag of chips. They are thin chips, and they are called honey glazed ham chips. I have absolutely no clue how they're gonna taste. If they're good, then sweet. If they're bad, I guess you're about to find out. How do they make it taste like honey and ham? That's so weird. Yeah. It tastes exactly how it sounds. Honey glazed ham chips. Will you share? Yes. I will share with everyone here. I will throw these out into big bowls and hand them out. Hey May, thank you for the follow. Yippee! Everyone jumped because I'm sharing. Yippee!
Order! Order! What's the meaning of this?
It's very simple, Your Honor. The locker wasn't locked on the day that... Bro, why is the judge ever, like, denouncing anything that we say? We have, like, gone 4 for 4, nearly 5 for 5. Like, come on, man. The locker wasn't locked on the day of the crime. But the locker's locks are controlled by an electronic system. When a door is shut, a sensor is triggered. And the locker is automatically locked.
Oh, I know. It must have been broken down.
Oh, that's why the glove was there. The glove was keeping it open, chat. They put the glove, the little bit of the glove at the bottom so they could keep it open. That was why it fell out immediately. Boom. Figured it out.
Of course, I'm not an expert in this.
That's not likely, Your Honor. The sensor would detect and report any malfunction. It wasn't locked. It wasn't closed all the way. That's why the glove fell out immediately. If it wouldn't have fallen out immediately unless it was leaning against the door.
It just goes to show novices should keep their mouths shut. So then, Mr. Wright, do you have an explanation?
Me, Your Honor.
Yes, why wasn't the locker locked?
Me, Your Honor? Yes, well, you see, this isn't exactly my field. What do you think, Miss Scientific Investigator? Huh? Oh, maybe something like jammed the system sensor? Something jammed the sensor?
We already know! We already know!
There's something else that seems out of place in this video. Yeah, I thought so too. There's gotta be another clue.
Let me show you!
Let's inspect the No! Guess we gotta wait, chat. Please watch closely. This is the continuation of the part I showed you earlier. Oh my god, we just had this. Oh, you guys hear me eating? Sorry, chat. Ah, crap.
What's this? Something white fell out of the locker.
But sir, it's been my experience that things fall out when doors are open. I often fall out and roll great distances when I open... We can't be sure that item was completely inside the locker to begin with. Just eat well, Foreman. Yippee.
What do you mean?
Hello, Chizu. Thank you for the first time message. The sensor triggers the lock when the door is shut. What if something was inserted, say, between the sensor and the door?
Inserted?
But what about the cloth that was, like, hanging outside the locker when the footage was about to end? I think, Ash, what I think happened, someone cut the recording and then turned it back on when it was convenient for them so they could escape, right? I think there was more than one person involved in this. And I think that Marshall was involved in this in some way. Not that he was responsible, not that he's involved directly, right? I think that it's meant to be a time thing, like the timing, and it's meant to prove that the recording had been, like, paused, so the villain could get out and escaped. I'm kind of scared, though. This white thing wasn't inside the locker. It was stuck between the door and the sensor. For reference, the cloth looks a lot like Officer Marshall's, like, outfit.
Oh, I understand now, sir. It's just like my tie. 2 out of 3 times it gets stuck in the door when I get out of my patrol vehicle, sir. Instead of the door closing, my tie chokes me.
But the object would have to be extremely thin to fit through the door. Not only that, it would also have to block electrical currents. It would need to be an insulator.
If it's made of rubber, then yes.
Yes, an insulator, but at the crime scene,
there just might have been something that fits that description.
But sir, by insulator, you don't mean...
I think I finally got this figured out.
Very well. Would the defense please present the relevant information? What was this insulator that was stuck in the locked door?
Boom! I found this near the locker, a thin rubber glove.
But we can't show that was in the victim's locker.
It has a tag that says SL9 incident. The video seems to depict the victim opening the locker, but that isn't the case. The lit lamp attests to this. On the day of the crime, even I could have opened that locker. Is this not so, Officer Meekins?
Sir, it would appear so, sir.
Bye, Fortsy, bye, kiwi. See you, Ash Trio. I had to go. My family's visiting with baby nephew. Yippee! Have fun with that.
Order! Order! So are we to believe, then, that the victim, whom this witness stabbed in the evidence room, was not Detective Goodman?
Objection! Do not be misled, Your Honor.
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
The defense has merely demonstrated that possibility and nothing more. The victim in the video was indeed Bruce Goodman. The prosecution will offer one more testimony to prove this.
What?
Officer Meekins, please testify about this.
Sir? Me, sir? I'm not sure what you're referring to, sir.
This is like the mods telling me to do something, and I'm like,
oh, you mean that, sir? Of course, sir.
Is this a joke? That's the Kiwis.
Very well, begin the testimony.
Mystery Man 2? Are you fucking kidding me? There's a second...
There's 2 of them!
Oh my god.
There's one other thing that proves the man was Detective Goodman, sir. To enter the evidence room, one must use their ID card. When an ID card is used, there's a record of it. At the time of the crime, the detective had used his card.
An ID card recording, I see. I have the ID card record right here, Your Honor. The ID used at 5:14 is that of the victim. Just before the crime, Yes, without a doubt, this is the victim's ID.
Yeah, but that's the thing. If the ID was stolen and then used, someone else could have done this, and then planted it at the scene of the crime post-mortem when everything was already done.
However, one thing does strike me as unusual. Several hundred cases should have been due for transfer. Why were there so few people using this room?
Several hundred. Holy fuck.
This particular evidence room is only used for storing certain special cases.
Special cases?
Extremely violent cases involving police staff.
Just hearing that makes my hair stand on end.
Me too, although it doesn't make much of a difference. There were only a few cases up for transfer there, and most were cleared up by noon. Right, I see. Now, let us move on to the cross-examination.
There's one other thing that proves the man was Detective Goodman, sir.
So unlike your earlier testimony, you believe this to be rock solid, do you?
Yes, sir. Solid as a stone, sir. If my hand wasn't wrapped in bandages, I'd even give the V for victory side, sir.
Couldn't he just use his right hand for that?
Let's hear him out fully. As we've seen, one never knows what he might say until the very last second.
To enter the evidence room, one must use their ID card.
Is that card hanging from your neck one of these ID cards?
Yes, sir. This card right next to my cuffs, sir. I'll keep it here so I won't ever forget it.
But what if someone were to steal it from you, keeping it out in the open like that?
Maybe I shouldn't wear it around my neck. Remember when I said 2 out of 3 times my tie gets stuck when I get out of my car? Well, the remaining time, it's my ID card that gets stuck. Instead of the door closing, my ID card chokes me.
Maybe I should just leave this one alone.
At any rate, each police officer only has one ID card. Both the police department and the prosecutor's office can attest to this. Please proceed with your testimony.
When an ID card is used, there's a record of it. At the time of the crime, the detective had used his card.
Mr. Wright, what do you think?
I'm confused.
What?
The problem with this ID card testimony is far too obvious.
It's not like Edgeworth to miss something like this. You're thinking too hard about it. Come on, let's show them what we've got.
There's one other thing that proves the man was detective.
Oh, that was short. Okay. Hold up, I'm not paying attention. I was eating a huge bread, so my bad. Don't worry about it. You're all good, Ash. You were eating a huge bread. To enter the evidence room, one must use their ID card. When an ID card is used, there's a record of it. At the time of the crime, the detective had used his card. I mean, I could just go with the ID card. Objection! Just makes sense. Wait one moment, Officer Meekins.
I'm not good at waiting, sir.
I have the victim's ID card right here. I found it at the crime scene.
That makes sense.
No. When I say crime scene, I'm not referring to the evidence room at the police department. I mean the other crime scene. The underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. Your Honor, I have one more piece of evidence to present. It's a very important clue regarding the victim's ID card.
Lost item report? It's only half completed.
But it shows that Detective Goodman had lost something on the day of the crime. Something important enough to fill out this report.
Let me guess. You believe this something to be his ID card, right?
I can't say for sure, but there is a high probability. On the day of the crime, Detective Goodman was not carrying his card.
Order! Order! So now, what does this all mean?
It can only mean one thing. It doesn't even require much thought. The man Officer Meekins encountered in the evidence room was not Detective Goodman, but rather the man who stole his ID card.
Order! Order! Does the prosecution have a response?
Got a dip for a while because community CHN and boss man. Kiwis be evil for me while I get some food before job. See ya, Hellium.
I only have one thing to say to the defense. Bravo, Mr. Wright.
Bravo.
Allow me to summarize the defense's argument.
At 5:15 on the day of the crime, the man in the evidence room Officer Meekins encountered was not Detective Goodman. There are 2 grounds to support this. First, the locker in the evidence room was already unlocked. Second, the victim lost his ID card. Am I correct so far, Mr. Wright? Yes. What's he up to? That being the case, we must inevitably arrive at a single conclusion. If the victim in this video is a fake, then the murder in the evidence room is also a fake. In other words, the security camera does not show the instant of the murder. That is... well, I guess that's right. There's something wrong, Mr. Wright. Only moments ago you seemed content to be pointing your finger around. This isn't going to end well. Well, well, it seems you finally realized exactly what you've got to such lengths to prove. Explain yourself, Mr. Edgeworth. The defense has already done the explaining for me. Is he gonna say, because it's proven that that can't be Edgeworth? I mean, that can't be Goodman, they had to have been murdered by Lana? The victim in this video is a fake, which means a murder did not take place at the police department at 5:15 on the day of the crime. So the real crime could only take place at one location, the underground parking lot, at the prosecutor's office, the murderer being Miss Lana Skye, the defendant. The evidence is compelling. A trustworthy witness. Observe the moment the defendant used the murder weapon. Yeah. I knew that testimony was way too shabby. It was all a trap from the beginning. You caught a Fortsy? Yippee! The activity in the evidence room still leaves many questions unanswered. Who exactly was the victim Officer Meekins encountered? And when did this person disappear to? However, this trial's purpose is to examine only the murder of Detective Goodman. Just so, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, you have to do something or else Lana...
What do I do? How am I supposed to get myself out of here?
Objection!
One moment, Your Honor. What now, Mr. Wright? Alright, it's time. Don't tell me you're objecting to what you've just proven. Of course not. But I almost walked right into the prosecution's trap. What are you talking about? One moment, Your Honor, Fortsy has to save. This cross-examination has proven one thing and one thing only. The security video did not show the actual murder. Hydrate, I'm on it, boss. I'm back after a 10-minute rest, but I will be lurking. That's right, Curie. All good. However, it cannot be said that it is unrelated to the murder in the parking lot. Specifically, large amounts of blood traces were found in the evidence room. The defense demands further examination to the truth of the matter. Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor. If this court were to examine this further, other witnesses will be necessary. Is the prosecution prepared? I'm sorry, Your Honor. The prosecution considered the incident at the police department to be unrelated. We have not prepared any other witnesses for this incident. This just might be my chance. Time to call a certain Texas Ranger to the stand.
Mr. Wright, do you mean...
Your Honor, the defense would like to request a specific witness. Oh? Whom do you have in mind? Someone we have reason to believe knows the truth behind the activities that took place in the evidence room. The prosecution requests to hear this person's name, before deciding whether or not to comply. Very well then, Mr. Wright. This person whom you would have testify, what is his or her name? Oh, what? I get to choose? Do I actually get to choose, or is it going to be like, that's not right, you have to choose this person? It'd be cool if they let you choose who to bring up instead. You know, I'm going to choose him even though it's not correct.
Mr. Wright, I'm not even going to bother asking you why. I've never seen a more obvious stall tactic in my entire career.
Mr. Wright, don't you remember the things you said this morning about your trump card?
That's right, those bloody finger...
Oh, man. I gotta go now. I need to go somewhere. Bye, Fortsy in chat. See ya, Leanne. Thank you for coming. No, I know it was the Texas Ranger. I just wanted to see if you could bring someone else up. Officer Jake Marshall.
Why him?
I can't let Edgeworth know everything just yet. He's in charge of the evidence room. I feel we should hear what he has to say.
The prosecution agrees to the defense's request. Since he was responsible for guarding the room, we should hear his testimony. Fortunately, he works in the police department. We shouldn't need longer than 20 minutes to prepare. Very well. The court will take a 30-minute recess while the witnesses supponate.
Bleh, oh my god. Supponate?
Will the prosecution please prepare the witness during this time?
We will, Your Honor.
Court is now in recess.
Subpoenaed. Okay. There's no stopping you, is there, Mr. Wright? Huh?
What do you mean?
You called for Jake Marshall. It seems you figured everything out.
I haven't figured anything out.
Lana, you're the one who knows everything. Emma, you always know everything. Why don't you just tell us? Mr. Wright is trying his hardest to protect you. I don't recall ever asking for his protection. How can you be so cold? Don't you trust us? Don't you trust me?
Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals.
Bro. This is the equivalent of me being like, Kiwis, I really appreciate all the, like, you know, the support that you guys bring coming to these chats and all that. And then out of nowhere, Inspector G comes in like,
Hope I'm not interrupting anything. Let's watch a movie.
Like, out of nowhere for no reason. Just interrupting everything. The same energy.
Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals. Oh, guess I am. I'll come back later.
Inspector G slander, I will stand for this. Wait, Detective Gumshoe, what is it?
You got a lot of nerve, pal, making a detective run all the way around on duty. And to top it all, you call me here. I've seen happier people at funerals.
Sorry, Detective.
You better be, pal. Hey, 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 I didn't see you there, Chief Prosecutor Sky.
That's okay. So, have you brought what I asked?
Oh, you mean this, right?
My apologies, Detective. Due to the present circumstances, I was forced to use Mr. Wright's name when making my request. My name?
Never in a million years would I have thought it was you who asked me. Could I bother you to bring me the SL9 incident files? I'll need them by noon. Talk about crazy.
This SL9 incident? But Lana, that's... I thought Mr. Wright might need them, so I had them brought here. Here, you might do well to read them.
I can't believe you, the Chief Prosecutor. We're a witness in that case.
Miss Sky was a witness? For the Joe Dark killings.
Take her from me, you don't want anything to do with serial murderers. Or what? Now that I brought you your stuff, you're just gonna ignore me?
Emma? But why? Why is your name in here? Oh, we just straight up ignored him. What, my name's in there? I don't know, unless... No, it couldn't be. Lana, this SL9 incident, is that... That's the classification number the police filed it under. 2 years ago, the rest of the world knew it as the Joe Dark killings.
The Joe Dark? No, Lana! That's over with, no!
Emma, wait! She ran away.
You know what? I just remembered. I gotta be somewhere. Sorry, pal, but I'm out of here.
Jake Marshall, Angel Star, Damon Gaunt, Miles Edgeworth. Not to mention Lana and Emma. Everyone involved in this case is connected to those killings 2 years ago. This can't just be a coincidence.
Knowing you, you just might be able to figure it out. Time to get back to the child, Mr. Wright. Best of luck.
I better take a good look at this file. Oh fuck, chat, this is getting crazy. I don't know what's going on. Chat, who's invested in this? Me personally, I'm really interested to see where this goes. W Red, thank you for the 7 stream streak. Let's fucking go!
The court will now reconvene for the trial of Miss Lana Skye.
Emma didn't come back.
Allow me to call the next witness to the stand, the officer in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day of the crime.
Oh god, I'm gonna go from cowboy to fucking Edgeworth.
Witness, please state your name and occupation. Me, partner? Oh, I'm just a man, same as you, wandering the trails of civilization. Occasionally helping the elderly cross intersections when needed, yes, we get it. Oh, I know, you're a patrolman! As for my name, if you listen hard enough, you can hear the howling wind calling it out. To be exact, it's Jake Marshall, Your Honor.
Howling wind? I've never heard Edgeworth described that way before.
Now, Mr. Marshall, let me ask you something. You were in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day the crime took place, right? Is this correct? According to the papers, partner. What do you mean? A desperado's soul is as boundless as the desert sands. No paper can sum it up. Maybe it's best we get this on with quickly. Please share with us your testimony on the day of the crime. In plain old English.
Oh no. I've been wondering if your name is indeed a reference to a certain AA character. Are you talking about me, Mel?
My job was to keep a wary eye on that bone orchid. They said I was supposed to make rounds there 3 times a day, but that ain't my style. Besides, the room's protected by 2 security systems anyway. If I remember right, I was at a street-side saloon at the time I went down. I'm just an innocent traveling man, so if you're out of ammo, it's time to hit the trap.
There's nothing here. He's just making countryisms.
I can't say I particularly care for your attitude. I can't say I care for your beard, but you don't see me complaining.
Wait a minute. What do you mean by 2 security systems?
I mean the security cameras and the ID reader. I reckon even a cowbook like you knows about them.
Yes, well, what about the fingerprint-activated locks on the evidence lockers?
Fingerprint-activated locks? What kind of newfangled doohickeys are those?
Yeah, see, they did say that. No, Dolly, no worries, Fortsy. Oh, okay.
He's not being very helpful.
He's not good with machines, or following orders. Everyone's got their weakness now, don't they, Mr. Prosecutor? This one seems like trouble. Okay, Mr. Wright, he's all yours.
Okay, here we go.
My job was to keep a wary eye on that bone orchid.
How exactly did you keep an eye on the evidence room?
I just made sure nothing moved in the security camera monitor. That room's so still. Even time dies in there. I was just a caretaker who entered the recordings.
You interred them?
Video's enough and ain't that useful. When the time would come, I'd erase the tape. If nothing unusual is recorded, tapes are to be erased every 6 hours. Each time I'd erase a tape, I felt like I was erasing a part of my life.
This guy has a flair for the dramatic, but it isn't gonna do him any good. That's pondering. I have to go to bed now to at least get, oh shit. I have to go to bed now to at least get 3 hours of sleep before work. No worries, Sherlockian. Thank you for coming. Good night and have a good sleep. So, in actuality, you don't physically enter the evidence room?
They said I was supposed to make rounds 3 times a day, but that ain't my style.
But you made your rounds on the day of the crime, right?
Ain't you hearing a word I said, partner? I told you that ain't my style.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
No desperado I know lets rules get in his way.
No desperados I know join the police force.
So, Officer Marshall, on the day of the crime, just between you and me, I didn't set foot in the evidence room that day. There was a rubber glove stuck in the victim's locker. Do you know anything about it? Sorry, partner. Can't say I do. I haven't been in that crypt in weeks.
How does this guy avoid being fired?
Besides, the room's protected by 2 security systems anyway.
You used to be a detective, so you've used the evidence room in the past, correct?
Of course, back in my day, my locker was a goldmine of evidence.
And yet you didn't know about the fingerprint locking mechanism.
Sorry, partner, I ain't good with machines. I couldn't even tell you how a bike works.
That's quite incredible. The sensors on the lock handles can't be seen. It's well known that some detectives are unaware of their presence. Now that he mentioned it, Detective Gumshoe said something like that too.
At any rate, it doesn't seem that this is relevant to the crime. Can you tell us what you were doing when the crime took place? If I remember right, I was at a street side saloon at the time it went down.
What were you doing in a place like that?
I was eating spaghetti. Not even Angel steak lunches can beat that parlor's vongole sepia pasta. Do you mean to tell us you abandoned your police duties to eat some noodles? Not all desperados eat tacos, partner. That's not what I meant. I hope this at least has taught you a lesson.
That's strange. This is usually what Edgeworth says. Did you not want a raise this year?
I'm just an innocent traveling man, so if you're out of ammo, it's time to hit the trail.
Out of ammo, Officer Marshall?
That's right, partner, or as you call it, evidence. If you plan to pin me to this crime, then you better draw. Otherwise, you're just wasting my time. My steel horse is waiting to carry me back west into the sunset. One thing seems clear, despite being responsible for guarding the evidence room. The witness doesn't appear to have seen anything. Texans don't take orders from anyone. Everyone knows that.
Apparently your superiors don't. Okay, I have a trump card up my sleeve, so I best keep my cool. Before I use it though, I'd better up the ante. Let's do this, chat. My job is to keep a wary eye on that bone orchard. Instead, I was supposed to make rounds 3 times a day, but that ain't my style. Besides, the room's protected by 2 security systems anyway. If I remember right, I was at a West Side saloon at the time it went down. Perpetrator, Joe Dark. Okay. Serial murder. Victims, Edward Jones, Jason Knight, Edith Kirby, Rachel Moss, Jeb Bates, Neil Marshall. Trial data, head prosecutor Miles Edgeworth. Witnesses Lana Sky and Emma Sky. Executive investigators Damon Gant and Lana Sky. Head investigator Bruce Goodman. Investigators Jake Marshall, Angel Star. I could just pull out the trump card, but... Objection! Officer Marshall, doesn't it strike you as odd? That is, you being called in to testify like this? After all, you weren't in the security room at the time of the crime.
And yet you tracked me down here. Explain yourself, partner.
It's quite simple. You left a very large trail behind at the scene. Or to be exact, a handprint.
Listen real good, partner. Like I said, I'm the caretaker of that crib. I pay my respects, that is, make my rounds about once a month.
It's only natural my fingerprints would be in there. I only wish it were, officer. But you see, your fingerprints were covered in blood.
Witness, what's the meaning of this? Your bloodstained fingers were at the crime.
$3.
What the fuck, Joanne? Oh, by the way, the dono is a little, like, jar shaking. It's really cute. It's got little shells in it. It's super cute. Did you guys like it? That was a fucking jump scare. W, Joanne. Holy moly, bro. Hydration? No worries.
Your bloodstained fingerprints were at the crime scene?
The blood was wiped away. However, a luminol test clearly revealed this. Well, Officer Marshall?
It seems to me there ain't a person in this room with a head on his shoulders.
I take it you have an explanation then, Officer Marshall. I hope everyone understood the bit. I hope I'm not interrupting. Oh my fucking god. Joanne, I just registered it. Oh my god, bro.
Hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Bro. About the blood-stained fingerprints. By the way, you know the cursed number? The cursed, 2 numbers? When you don't know that, it's fucking loud. ZZ, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it.
About the blood-stained fingerprints. Very well, you may begin your testimony about the fingerprints found at the scene of the crime.
See, what scares me, chat, is that I intend to only have the number for, like, one stream, that number, as a dono sound, with Pro Gamer Dude doing something very funny, for one stream. If it's done today, we can turn it off before the Christmas subathon. But if it's not done before the Christmas subathon, that means that on the Christmas subathon, it can be done an infinite amount of times. Because we can't turn it off mid-stream.
Bloodstained fingerprints. Like I said, it's only natural for my fingerprints to be in that evidence room. One of them just happened to be at the same place as the bloodstained handprint. The murderer touched the locker where my fingerprint was by chance. The bloodstain and the fingerprint are completely unrelated. Or didn't you know the murderer was wearing gloves? See, I had nothing to do with it.
Interesting.
The witness's explanation appears valid. Although there's room for doubt.
Life wouldn't be fun without any doubt, partner. Wait, what's going on, chat? Hold on. Anyway, I'm finally done doing comms so I can fully focus on the stream. Yippee! Yippee! Awesome. Why would you tell us that, boss man? Because, so you know that it's only going to be for one stream.
The defense may now cross-examine the witness.
This guy's hiding something. I can feel it. Now's my chance to prove it.
Like I said, it's only natural for my fingerprints to be in that evidence room.
You said you hadn't been in there for weeks. That's because you, how did you put it? Pay your respects once a month?
Yeah, that's right. That and one more thing. That locker happens to be mine. What? What do you mean? I mean what I said. That's the locker I used when I was a detective. The locker I still use. All that's in there now, though, is a heap of broken dreams. I see. It'd be strange if my prints weren't all over that locker.
Apparently his fingerprints data was never removed from that locker's programming. He must have been using the fingerprint lock all this time without even knowing it.
One of them just happened to be the same place as the bloodstained handprint.
So then, what about the bloody handprint? Wasn't mine, it's no mystery. Please explain. My locker is covered with my fingerprints. It just so happened the murderer touched the locker where my fingerprints was by chance. The chances of that happening are 1,000,000 to 1. On the contrary, one could argue just the opposite. The chances of that not happening are 1,000,000 to 1. Get one thing straight, partner. You ain't gonna get no reward from me with a mere fingerprint. You wanna know why? The blood stains and the fingerprints are completely unrelated. Unrelated? They're as different as night and day. Kinda like cereal and cereal. One's got to do a breakfast while the other's a type of murder.
He's right. Although seemingly alike, they're totally different.
I don't see what homonyms have to do with any of this. Or didn't you know the murderer was wearing gloves? How do you know that? I may be a loner, but I still do my job. I keep up on the reports. There was a blood stain at the scene, thought to be left by the murderer. That's right. It was found in Detective Gumshoe's locker. However, no fingerprints were detected on that handprint. Oh yeah, I think we tried that too.
So that would mean the murderer wearing gloves happened to place their hands on top of Officer Marshall's fingerprints.
That's the only logical conclusion. Are you starting to get the picture, partner? The picture? This seal of blood from the desert, it's just food for the buzzards. There's only one reality, and that's this. The security tape. So long as my trail isn't in there, you can't say otherwise.
Oh shit, chat. Oh shit. I was thinking about this in my head. The fact that the locker changed, right? That implies, right, that he wiped it off to cut it out so no one could see what was going on there.
This isn't getting us anywhere, Mr. Wright.
They would have stopped the security camera to be able to do this. Because he literally controls the cameras.
Please consider carefully where you're going with this cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now then, continue your testimony, Officer Marshall.
Too bad it wasn't me in that video, right, partner? That detail was not irrelevant. What do you mean by that? You want to tie me to this crime, isn't that right, partner? If so, that video is the only direct evidence you have. But that video is next to useless. It's full of blind spots.
Blind spots?
Places you can't see. The camera's panning back and forth. The floor isn't shown. If someone was familiar with the camera's position, they could leave the room without being caught on tape. We don't have the time for your speculations, Mr. Wright.
Well, Mr. Wright, if you can show us evidence in this video that indicates Officer Marshall was present, please do so now.
Yes. Very well. Allow me to point out your mistake, Officer Marshall. Tread carefully, Mr. Wright, or you might wind up being the one making the mistake.
Let's have another look at the video. Show us this incriminating evidence of the witness, Officer Jake Marshall.
Z, why would you do this to me? Also, chat, did you notice that the camera was paused longer than normal? Bringing our attention back to the security camera,
It was a mistake I'm afraid you'll not soon forget, Officer Marshall.
Days are short in Texas, and so are our tempers. Could you sum up what you have to say in 8 words or less?
Very well. You can clearly be seen in this video.
Exactly 8 words. Not bad, partner.
The key lies in a certain locker shown in the video.
That locker with the white cloth sticking out. That was the witnesses, I believe.
Now then, let's rewind the video a bit. Is it to the fact that it lingered way longer than normal? It wasn't there.
Oh, the white cloth is gone. What's the meaning of this, Officer Marshall?
When the crime took place, the white cloth wasn't there. Then it suddenly appeared. There's only one explanation. What are you munching on? I'm munching on those honey glazed ham chippies. They're actually quite yummy. Officer Marshall, you were in the evidence room at the time of the crime. What's more, you opened your locker when the cameras were turned away.
Hold your horses. Sorry, partner, but you got the wrong man. So what if my locker was open? That doesn't mean I'm the one who opened it. The murderer needed to hide something, so he opened a locker and stuck it in. It's not my fault he happened to choose mine.
There's something you obviously are forgetting. And that allows me to save it. He's not sharing? I did share! I shared earlier! I put a big bowl out.
Why is everyone staring at me like I'm a wanted man?
This guy isn't just playing dumb. He really doesn't know. He said it earlier. I hate to rain on your parade, but you're the only person who can open that particular locker.
Oh yeah? I call your bluff. You say I opened that locker, now prove it. Fingerprint sensor?
We talked about this earlier today. Lockers can only be opened by the detectives they belong to.
What kind of crazy talk is this?
Well, Detective Gumshoe did mention something about this.
The locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people on the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks.
I'm full of chips from Fortsy. Yeah, I'm handing all the chips out. So, Sheriff, what do you have to say in 8 words or less? Damn!
I only got one word for you, partner.
No!
Order! Order! Witness, explain yourself. If this is a joke, it's the worst I've ever heard.
I assure you this is no joke, Officer Marshall. Now then, please tell us what you were doing in the evidence room at the time of the crime.
Olay, please answer the question.
What is he now, a bullfighter? That's alright, Officer Marshall. I believe we can figure the rest out from here.
We can?
Have a look at these floor plans. Can you throw up the chips back up to share with me? Sure. There you go. There's no place for someone to hide in the evidence room. Yet Officer Meekins didn't see Officer Marshall.
If that's so, then where was the witness?
It seems Mr. Wright has an answer. That's right. The only possible conclusion. Oh, wait, Blue. I didn't know that. I did not know that. Now I don't want to eat. Oh, God.
Well then, let's hear it.
Where was Officer Marshall at the time of the crime? Like here, wouldn't he? Officer Marshall was standing right here.
So Officer Meekins didn't notice him standing there. That's almost as credible as Meekins' warp theory. Your chamber's empty, partner. Better reload.
Or somewhere he would have been hiding, sorry. Where was Officer Marshall at the time of the crime? Like, outside? I'm confused. Are they saying that he was hiding somewhere? Is my kiwi still here? Your kiwis appear when you type in the chat, guys. And they disappear after, I think, 5 minutes. Unless they're saying that he is the killer. Wait. I'm confused now. I have... Because these were all blocked off. Can I have another chip? Sure, why not? I'm confused. I'm confused. I'm so confused. Can I have the entire bag of chips? What about me? What am I eating? Chat, where is it? I don't know where they were supposed to have been hiding. Like here? What? I pointed here, outside, in this corner. Oh, of course. Right.
There, but that's where the victim, Detective Goodman, was.
Correct, unless the man wasn't Detective Goodman. I believe the victim in the video is Officer Marshall. It was you dressed up like Detective Goodman.
But that's preposterous. Officer Meekins witnessed the detective at the crime scene. Once he saw the man's face, he'd know for sure.
That's not true, though. May I point out, though, that Officer Meekins did not know Detective Goodman. He also testified about the man's reaction when confronted.
When I entered the evidence room, I asked him to show his card, sir.
Yes, and how did Detective Goodman respond?
He suddenly pulled a knife on me.
Something about the officer's story puzzled me. If the man had his ID card, why didn't he just show it?
Yes, he would have needed it to enter the evidence room, so he must have been carrying it.
The answer is simple. He couldn't show it. As you can see, Detective Goodman's picture is on his ID card.
Oh, I get it.
If he showed that, his cover would have been blown. Officer Meekins would have realized the man wasn't Detective Goodman. Do you have anything to say to this, Officer Marshall?
You've got quite an imagination, partner. We've got a term for that. It's called circumstantial evidence.
Yo, Cherry, what's up?
You're gonna have to do better than that to break a detective, unless you have hard evidence proving I dressed up as the victim. I can't say I particularly care for your uncooperative disposition. I can't say I care for your beard, but you don't see me complaining. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have any evidence proving beyond a shadow of a doubt that Officer Marshall dressed up as the victim?
Who am I kidding? I don't have anything like that. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Do we have anything like that? I don't think we do.
I can see the fear in your eyes, partner. Seems you're the one who couldn't take the desert heat.
Ah, this can't be happening. It's so obvious he's the one. What can I do?
It looks like your lack of experience has finally been exposed.
I'll pass on to you what someone told me when I was just starting out. When you've run into a wall with no place to go, return to the basics. The basics? For me, that would be what Mia used to tell me.
Phoenix, try thinking outside the box.
I shouldn't look for proof that Officer Marshall was in the disguise. But rather, I should look for evidence that came about because he was in disguise. Why do you think this locker was open in the first place? What do you mean? There's no reason for Officer Marshall to open his locker at the time of the crime. Yet he did, despite the chance it might be discovered later as it had been. Which means he didn't originally plan to open his locker. According to the defense's argument, Officer Jake Marshall dressed up as Detective Goodman at the time of the crime. Then after the crime was committed, he opened his own locker for some unknown reason. The fact that a white cloth is sticking out of the locker seems to indicate that he opened it in order to put the cloth inside. So, just what exactly is this piece of cloth?
Ah, it's the white outfit.
Perhaps the video is the key to all our unanswered questions. I don't have any evidence of this video as my only shot. Very well. Let's take yet another look at the security tape. After committing the crime, the witness opened the locker to put away the white cloth. Oh, Jesus.
He put the white cloth away. That's the outfit. Can't bomb me if I bomb myself. What the fuck, Blue? I like look in chat and it's like everyone's talking about Gamba and bombing. Wait, what? Wait, what are we doing, chat? Oh no. Fortsy, can I have everything in your fridge and pantry? I'd prefer not. Wait, I'm confused. Is it meant to be... Is it the cloth? Well, what do you have to say to that? Alright, partner. You really want to know the reason I had to open my locker? Why? So I could stuff you in there. Huh? I'm sure the world would be a better place if you sent off to the boneyard. Unfortunately, unsolved cases can't be stored in the evidence room. Now I'm an unsolved case? I'm confused what they were asking me to do. I'm so confused. Yeah, they just give up on the trial completely. Joanne, what is that fucking image? That fucking emo, bro. That's horrifying. The witness opened the cloth to put it the white locker. Please show us why. Yeah, the blood that was on his shoulder. For some reason, you disguised yourself as Detective Goodman and entered the evidence room, though I don't know to what end. Yet. However, something unexpected happened. Officer Meekins barged in on you. When asked to show your ID card, you pulled a knife on him. However, Officer Meekins panicked, and the white coat you were wearing was soiled with blood.
A bloody white coat?
You couldn't just walk out like that. So you hid the coat in your locker.
Not bad, partner. Now then, Officer Marshall.
Wait, what? Laugh at your face reveal. What? Did I do that? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. What?
Are you ready to tell us the truth? Looks like I underestimated y'all. I hope you're happy now, Mr. Edgeworth. 2 years ago, if you were only half as persistent then as you are today, we all wouldn't have had to be here now wouldn't we?
Officer Marshall, tell the court what you did. All of it.
Alright. It seems the time has come.
Stop using that fucking emote!
I had to do it that day.
I couldn't just stand by and let it die.
I stole the detective's ID and dressed like him. I planned to take out the evidence. I wasn't expecting Officer Meekins. I knocked him out. I managed to escape. I knew which areas wouldn't be caught on the camera. There wasn't any murder in the evidence room at 5:15. So the supposed victim was really you. But there's one thing I still don't understand. Traces of a large quantity of blood were found on the floor of the evidence room. If no one was murdered, then how could that be? Officer Meekins managed to cut his own hand. My guess is he's the donor.
It was way too much blood for such a small donation. Gotta go now because job. See you, Chet and Bossman, and movie night. If we're doing movie night today, would you read the Nuzlocke Crash Course on stage for me, boss? My Kiwis always chose to be evil whenever presented a choice, and bomb Fortsy for me. See ya, Hallie. I don't know if I'm doing a movie night tonight. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I will give you guys updates on that soon. Hold on. Bum bum.
I had to do it that day. I couldn't just stand by and let it die.
When you say it, you mean...
Do you even have to ask, partner? The SL9 incident. 2 years have passed since that case was closed. It was going to completely end with the transferal that day. Not if I have anything to do with it. That incident's not over.
But what did you hope to accomplish by sneaking into the evidence room?
When a case is closed, only that case's lead detective can look through the evidence. I wanted to have a look at it myself one more time. No matter what the cost. I don't care what anyone says, partner. That case is mine.
But Officer Marshall wasn't in charge of that investigation. Why does he care so much about it?
That day was my last chance. That's why I stole the detective's ID and dressed like him. I planned to take out the evidence.
Why did you disguise yourself as Detective Goodman?
If I didn't make it look like Goodman was carrying out the evidence transferal, I'd be arrested for stealing evidence, which wouldn't get me anywhere. So you did it to fool the security camera. And the detective's ID card? I stole that the morning of the incident.
So that really was why Goodman started filling out that lost item report.
I returned his ID card. I left it on the floor in the prosecutor's office parking lot.
The ID card I found was left there by Officer Marshall. Oh, sweet. Perfect. So essentially,
you managed to succeed despite your lack of foresight. What do you mean, partner? I mean the fingerprint-activated lock, of course. No matter how well you disguise yourself, you can't change your fingerprints. Under normal circumstances, you wouldn't have been able to open that lock up yourself.
But he could because of Rubber Glove just happening to get stuck in the door. That means Detective Goodman must have opened the locker before Officer Marshall.
I wasn't expecting Officer Meekins, so I knocked him out.
Yeah, I feel like that these old detectives that all got kicked out were working together against the corrupt police. In the past or something. You pulled a knife on Officer Meekins and tried to drive him off?
Let's just say I was a little surprised. I only planned on being in the evidence room for no more than 5 minutes. I didn't think anyone would actually come in during that short time. Officer Meekins certainly is a 1 in 1 million type of person. Mistaking a detective for an intruder and demanding to be shown the ID. I'll have to think a little more about his raise this year.
When did Edgeworth get so much influence?
Anyway, he threw himself at me and I ended up cutting him slightly. I'm sorry it had to turn out that way. With me knocking him out and everything.
By the way, what happened to your knife?
Oh, you mean this one?
I don't know what to say.
Hmm? So you knocked Officer Meekins out and... I managed to escape. I knew which areas wouldn't be caught on the camera.
So you did your research beforehand? I'm so hungry, Fortsy. Please, Fortsy, I need one more chip. Fine. Do you want a chip? Here. There you go. I'll give you the whole bag. I'm dumping it on all of you. There you go. Enjoy, everyone. Do you not get headaches from being on your screen for such long periods of time? No, I'm fine. I am adjusted. Maybe it's because I was raised with computers, I don't know. But, you know, Fortsy is nothing us out with the bag. Why the fuck would you do that?
Those who go into the desert unprepared don't live long, partner.
I didn't think it would make a difference, though. The security tape is erased anyway. 6 hours. If all had gone as planned, no footage would have been left. However, you blundered your coat in your struggle with Officer Meekins. If someone was in the security room when I came out, the jig would have been up. I opened my locker and stashed it in there. What was Officer Meekins doing during that time? What else? He was sleeping like a baby.
So what you're saying is, on that day...
Wait. Chat, hold on. When a chip hit your eye like a big... When a chip hits your eye like a big pizza. Okay. Let's continue. What the fuck? And managed to escape. So you did your research. Oh, wait, there, I already did this. Fuck. When the sun hits your eye like... There wasn't any murder in the evidence room at 515. But the blood found at the scene certainly indicates a crime took place. What are you, blind? The victim shown on that tape is me, and I'm not dead yet, partner. So you stole the evidence from the locker. Actually, no, I didn't. Why not? When I opened the locker, the evidence was already gone.
What? Mr. Edgeworth, where is that evidence?
It's still missing, Your Honor. The police. I'm gonna be lurking, have fun bullying Fortsy every Kiwi. Bruh. See ya, Tam. Detective Goodman's locker was already empty. Someone else stole the evidence. Officer Marshall, may I ask you one thing? Fire away, partner. It's a free country. Just remember, I'm also free to decide whether or not to answer. Why did you do this? Stealing a detective's ID, injuring a police officer? This is no small offense. Moreover, you're an officer yourself. This will have serious consequences. You can't just be forgiven with a simple cut in salary. Not that salary cuts are even a valid solution. Like I said, this isn't your case, this one is mine. And I'll do anything if it takes to get an answer I'm satisfied with.
The witness has an unusual amount of zeal. Let's hear more.
I can't just forget the SL9 incident. You know why? But that case was solved 2 years ago, wasn't it?
That's the reason the evidence was stored in the evidence room.
Joe Dark was convicted for his crimes. One thing I can say for sure is he deserved his sentence.
I remember the Joe Dark case. It involved serial murderers, didn't it?
I don't intend to complain about how it turned out, but there's something that still bothers me. Something went down at that trial. Someone no one will talk about.
What happened?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out. Why is he so concerned with that incident? Maybe I should present him with what I think his real reason is. I had a feeling we'd wind up here sooner or later. Everyone here is in related case in some way to that case. But I'm gonna go sleep, compadre. Have a good stream, Fortsy. Bye, chat. See ya, Aurelia. Bye-bye. Thank you for coming. Alright, chat. We're gonna present it. Objection! Officer Marshall, I think I understand. I think I know why you care so much about the SL9 incident. Sounds like you've been sipping too much cactus juice, partner. I have the SL9 incident file here. The name Marshall is mentioned in here. And a list of murder victims. Neil Marshall. Are you related to this man? Neil Marshall?
Yeah, I'm sure you've heard the name. 2 years ago, he received the same lousy prosecutor award you got. What? A prosecutor?
Ew, wait, that's scary. The fact that someone got the award, and then they died, and then our boy, Edgeworth, gets the award.
He must be talking about the King of Prosecutors Award. Now I remember, Prosecutor Neil Marshall. He handled the SL9 case. He handled the SL9 case before I did. That's right, he was killed, and the case fell into your hands. But what's his relation to you? He was my brother. He was investigating the murders with Damon Gant, then Deputy Chief Police. A group of detectives I was part of worked under him. We were desperate to prosecute the killer. Joe Dark. My brother fought Dark and was killed. That was the first time Dark left behind any evidence. That was all we needed. He was arraigned and incarcerated. The case was finally closed, at least according to the public records. What do you mean? My brother couldn't have been killed by Joe Dark. I knew my brother better than anyone. No one could have beaten him in a fight. And that's it? That's your reason for your insane actions? There's more to my brother's death than what the records say. No matter how much you try to hide it, you can't fool me. Well, at least one thing's for certain. Now we know what happened at the police department on the day of the crime. That was the last day the SL9 case could be reopened. Not satisfied with its resolution, Officer Marshall planned to steal the evidence. Disguising himself as Detective Goodman, he entered the evidence room. Officer Meekins confronted him, so he rendered him unconscious and fled. Yes, this mystery has finally been cleared up. No murder took place at the police department that day. The things that happened by chance never cease to amaze. At exactly the same time as the murder at the prosecutor's office, this fake murder was going on at the police department. Chance? It's gotta be more than just that. Yeah, no, again, it can't just be chance. Fortsy, drink water. Go! Okay, okay. Okay. So if no one was murdered at the police department on the day of the crime, that means the murder in the prosecutor's office parking lot was the real one. Which in turn means only one person could have committed the crime. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky.
Objection!
But wait, a verdict wasn't reached in yesterday's trial.
Objection!
Which is why we examined the incident at the police department today. But there's only one reason the defendant was not convicted yesterday. There yet remains the mystery of the simultaneous murder at the police department. It seems to me this boy's got the draw on you, partner. All of the mysteries at the police department have been resolved, no doubt about it. Our sole murder took place at the prosecutor's office. The only suspect is Lana Sky. And the testimony is one of Miss Angel Star's completely incontestable. If you have a response, make it a single word or less. Damn. Oh, you gotta go, uni? My bed and all will have completely rearranged. Have fun? No worries. See ya, uni. Bye-bye.
I rest my case. It seems this trial has reached its conclusion. There's no room for doubt. Well done, Mr. Wright. Thanks to you, I didn't need to waste my time disproving the alleged murder of the police department.
There's no doubt what I proved today is true. The apparent murder on the security camera's tape really was fake. But I didn't realize that would end up proving Lana guilty.
Now then, the time for the verdict has arrived. This court finds the defendant.
What? Huh?
Your Honor, wait.
Emma!
The defense has an objection, a scientific objection, right?
What do you mean, right?
Mr. Wright, are you this girl's guardian?
Your Honor? In a sense.
Please, Your Honor, all I'm asking for is a minute of your time. Please hear me out. Mr. Edgeworth, please.
I don't want to leave any loose ends. You want a minute? I'll give you 3.
I was kind of in shock. I mean, finding out the SL9 incident referred to the Joe Dark killings.
Now that she mentions it, the names of both Sky sisters were in that file.
But that's when I figured it out. I mean, what Officer Marshall was trying to do that day, so I knew his fingerprints had nothing to do with the crime. That left only one thing. The other handprint.
You mean the traces of blood found on Detective Gumshoe's locker?
But no fingerprints were found on it, right?
No, but I figured if I examined it scientifically, I'd be sure to find a clue. So I ran over there and looked at it again.
So did you find something?
No.
Huh?
Sorry. I guess I'm not much of a scientific investigator after all.
Is that all?
Please don't be mad. I'm just a high school student.
And I'm just an attorney.
But Mr. Wright, those traces of blood are the only clue we have. If we can't find something wrong with them... Please, Mr. Wright. You're a professional. If anyone can save Lana, it's you.
Me? Oh boy. Fortsy, the Kiwis want to go stargazing. That's cute.
Time's up. Now then, Mr. Wright. With regard to the incident at the police department, does any reasonable doubt remain?
I'm gonna save real quick. I have a feeling we're about to get asked a question. Is there a reasonable doubt to assume that there's something wrong about this case?
It appears the defense is troubled by the other blood mark.
Oh, Star Drops format. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got there. I got there. There you go. There we go. I got there. Oh my goodness. Oh my, you guys. Go. There you go. Lovely.
Looking at the floor plans, a handprint was discovered around here. Is there a problem with this?
Mr. Wright, I'm sorry I can't be of more use. But still, if you can't find anything wrong with that blood mark, Lana will be...
Please answer my question, Mr. Wright. We don't have all day.
Yes, Your Honor. If I've ever needed to concentrate, it's now. What could be wrong with that handprint on Detective Gumshoe's locker? Could there be something I'm missing?
Objection!
This handprint left at the crime scene clearly shows a contradiction.
The only thing that seems clear is your grasping, Mr. Wright. You've been staring pretty intently at those floor plans. Tell me.
Wait a minute. Didn't Detective Gumshoe say that he's had 3 different cards and has lost, like, and has 3 different cards out there? Fortsy, have you ever gone stargazing before? I have, actually, yeah. It was really nice. Detective Gumshoe said that he's had 3 cards while in the workforce. That would allow anybody access to his locker whenever they needed to.
Is there a problem with them?
Shut up, Ninny. Yes, this is strange. Take a good look at these floor plans. Something is missing.
Missing? You mean something hasn't been drawn on there?
I'm just gonna nod because I missed like hours of the stream. That's okay. Fuck you, man. I'm trying to play the game here, okay?
Missing? You mean something hasn't been drawn on there?
Yes, something that, when drawn, will completely change the meaning of the blood mark.
Let us pray the defense isn't simply trying to buy time.
Very well, Mr. Wright. With all this evidence here, there's gotta be something I can use.
The question is, which item can prove something is missing in the floor plans?
As they say back west, even a blind man can hit with a buckshot. That is, so long as he's facing the general direction. It seems Mr. Wright not sure which direction to face. It's no use. The more evidence there is, the greater chance of me being wrong is. Just calm down, Mr. Wright. Try and remember what the evidence room was like on the day of the crime. What is that bothers me about this blood mark? Let's pray. Okay. Which item is moving can prove something is missing in the floor plan? Is it the... Is it this? What about that piece of plywood? The Blue Badger. Mascot of the police force. Defender of truth, guardian of proof. Explain yourself, Mr. Wright. Please take a look at the floor plans of the crime scene. Oh, okay. One hand right there. Okay, yeah. The Blue Badger is not here. So watch what happens when we put him in. This is where he was dancing at the time of the crime. Yeah, right in front of the locker. Well, what? Oh, yeah. That's right. So long as the Blue Badger is dancing here, it would be impossible to place a handprint at this spot on the locker.
What? So that means... just exactly what does that mean?
It means it can't be done.
What are you saying?
Blood traces were undeniably found on that locker. Don't look at me, I didn't put it there. Mr. Wright, think about it scientifically. Emma, on that afternoon, Officer Meekins was the one who brought the Blue Badger to the evidence room, right? After he put it down, it would be impossible to leave a handprint on that locker. So that must mean this blood mark was left there before the Blue Badger was brought in.
Just one moment. I will not allow such far-fetched balderdash in my courtroom.
It may sound far-fetched, Your Honor, but it's the only possible explanation. On February 21st, in the police department's evidence room, blood was spilled not once, but twice.
But how?
One time was captured on this tape, taken by the security camera. Officer Meekins cut his hand, from which a trivial amount of blood fell. The problem, the other time. You guys calling me chaotic evil? Someone bled prior to the struggle shown on this tape. It had to have been Detective Goodman when he was really murdered.
That's ridiculous. I refuse to accept your absurd claim.
The murder portrayed in the security tape has been proven to be a fake. However, that does not explain the blood mark found on the locker.
So then, assuming this murder you purport really happened, when did it take place? I demand you show evidence that proves when it occurred.
When did the first incident occur?
To summarize, the defense claims that prior to Officer Meekins being cut by Jake Marshall, who was posing as Detective Goodman, another incident took place in that evidence room.
That's right, the blood mark on the locker proves that.
Very well, then tell us. When did this first incident occur? As Mr. Edgeworth said, proof must be presented.
Proof that shows when the murder took place. There's only one piece of evidence that can show that. Saving time. That music gets me so hyped, bro.
Will the defense please present its evidence?
Oh, God. What shows when the first murder took place? That's when they got killed. This is the proof. It's quite simple, you see. Oh no. If it's simple, then don't get it wrong. Oh no. Well, shit. Yep. Just like, oh my god, figure it out, plot twist, and then just get it wrong, and they're like, you know what? I was with you, and then I just decided, you know, no. They just decide out of nowhere they don't agree. There's only one piece of image they can show that.
Now then, will the defense please present it? What shows when the first crime took place?
This is the proof. Damn it. Fortsy, we hope you go bold. What the fuck, man? You figured it out. Sends client to jail. I hear chips. I'm sorry, chat. I'm hungry. Okay. Don't pour those on us. Put the chips down, boy. Fine. I'm hungry, though. Okay. Did I already present the knife? I think I did. I presented Edgeworth's knife, not the SL9 knife. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Nope. It wasn't that. Okay. Ma'am, You've been launching your kiwi on Fortsy's face multiple times. What? Streamer notices every little detail when looking at a video, but can't figure out what evidence fits the basic leading question. Shut up! Just shut up, man! My brain's thinking. It's the line of reasoning that I'm confused about. I get the direction it's going in. Wouldn't it literally just be the evidence room floor plans? Well, what shows when the first crime took place? What shows when the first crime took place? I can't backseat, so I have to make fun of you. My god. Nenny, shut up! Man. What? Is it that obvious? Is it ID record? If the crime took place inside the evidence room, then the killer would have had to enter it, and in order to do so, an ID card would have been required.
An ID card? Oh, the ID card record.
Officer Meekins brought the blue badger panel into the evidence room at...
Let's see here. If the crime took place just before that time, then it would be 4:40 p.m. Miles Edgeworth, just what have you done? I never would have figured you'd have the nerve, boy.
Drop the act, witness. It doesn't take a lot of thought to figure out it couldn't have been me.
Nope, I ain't getting it. I'm afraid I don't understand either.
It's clear from the luminal test that blood was there. However, when the second crime took place, both Officer Meekins and Marshall failed to notice the blood. That means the blood from the first crime was wiped away by the real murderer. I would have just had 10 minutes to murder victim, carry his body away, and clean up the blood. Unfortunately, that's physically impossible.
That would mean the crime must have taken place before Miles Edgeworth entered the evidence room.
Let's look at the chart again. There's only one other card member remaining. 7777777. Are you allergic to anything? I have that allergic reaction when you go from like one extreme temperature to another. You know, when you go from like a really... Oh my fucking god, chat.
Talk about a lucky number. But wait, that doesn't make sense. How could Detective Goodman have entered the evidence room?
Since there's no record of his card ever being used beforehand, he must have entered along with the real murderer. That's the only plausible explanation. He went in with 7777777.
Mr. Edgeworth, please look into this ASAP. Find out whose ID number is 77777777777.
That's 1 7 too many, Your Honor. Unfortunately, I'm unable to look up the owner of that ID card, at least at present. What?
Explain yourself, son.
The ID number 77777 belongs to someone with a rank of captain or higher. Someone who is a so-called executive officer. Yeah, there we go, chap. We don't have the authority to inquire into such a person's identity.
Objection!
But that's ridiculous, just how... I'm not finished talking, Mr. Wright. There is one situation in which we can be granted such authority.
If an official charge filed against an executive is accepted.
An official charge?
You're all alike, ain't you? With all your cover-ups and your forgeries. That's how the prosecutor's office operates.
I take pride in my work, Officer Marshall. I would appreciate it if you would keep your slander to yourself.
Slander, is it? Okay. Let me ask a question.
Yes?
No, not to you. To her, the defendant sitting over there. Your own little executive.
Lana? Don't be stupid. She's been charged with murder. Of course we've looked up her ID number. It's not 7777777.
Don't play me for a fool, partner. That's not what I want to ask. All I want to know is one thing about that incident. SO9 incident? Answer me this, Chief Prosecutor. In that trial 2 years ago, did you really only use legitimate evidence?
Do you need the witness to repeat his question, Chief Prosecutor? I heard him fine, Mr. Edgeworth. 2 years ago, I was in charge of the prosecution for that trial. At the time, occasionally, we felt the powerlessness of the law. At least, I did. Lana, I became a prosecutor in order to suppress crime with the law. But before I realized it, we were the ones being suppressed by the law.
Defendant, just what are you saying? I'll ask you again, Chief Prosecutor. During that trial 2 years ago, did you really present all the evidence in court?
Can you look me, an investigator in that crime, in the eye and say that you did?
Chief Prosecutor, you didn't...
I don't have to, Officer Marshall.
Why won't you answer him?
Drastic crimes require drastic measures. That's just the way it is. We did what we had to, in order for him to get the verdict he deserved. But Lana, even if it involved forging evidence.
See? That's what I'm talking about.
No. No! Order! Order! Order!
Lana's remarks caused such a stir. The chaos in the courtroom could not be quelled. The conclusion of the trial would have to be wait until the following day. Bro, you can't have that fucking crazy ass scene and then have beam, 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 beam. Like, what the fuck, man? What a crazy tone shift. That's like ending an episode of MLP in the most, like, dark way possible. And then it's like, you are all dead. And then going, My Little Pony. And it's like, oh my fucking god, bro. What am I watching? The criminal procedure in this universe is absolutely painful to watch. I'm dying. Yeah, pretty much. Isn't this just TADC episode 7? What a crash out, yeah. I'm so sorry, Mr. Wright. I'm sorry for what my sister said. Holy shit. That was good. That was good. Okay. Chat. I think that's where we're going to end it today. I think that is where we are going to end it today. We have been streaming for about 5 hours today. Did pretty good. That was a lot of fun. So yeah, no, I'm gonna cut out of the game and I'm gonna move out. This has been great. Oh yeah, 100%. Holy moly, that went pretty damn well. I'm not gonna lie. We got through a lot of stuff. Yippee fun stream. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed. I really enjoyed that. It was pretty good. But yeah, no, it was a lot of fun, and we got through so much of the case today. It's kind of crazy, actually, now that I think about it. Pen redeem, pen redeem, pen redeem, pen redeem. Oh yeah, we'll set up the pen redeem. Sorry I couldn't be here for the whole stream. That's okay. Don't worry about it, Moonlit. All good. Happy to have you here, even if you're only at the end. It's all good. That was such a cool case. Yeah, we're not even done with it. So we'll definitely be playing, I think, chat. I don't know how far we are in the case. Don't tell me. But hopefully we can get it done by next stream. And yeah, what's for dinner format? I know we've been gluttonous with the food, but we also want to stream to eat well. I'm actually not sure what I'm having tonight. What am I having tonight? Hello, Gold. Hello. I have not decided. I'm probably going to make myself some pasta tonight. Or I might make myself some... Pasta probably sounds good, actually, now that I think about it. Movie night tonight. We may have a movie night. I don't know for 100% sure yet. I'm just trying to figure that out. Pasta sounds good. Yeah. Yeah, I'm so down. I can't wait for the subathon. It's going to be a lot of fun. The reason I'm excited for the subathon is because there's a lot of like small things we have planned, just for fun. And chat, just so everyone knows, we're actually going to be playing all sorts of games. Like all the games I've played on stream, we're going to play, basically just play what we want. There's no set schedule, unlike a normal stream. It's kind of like a variety stream for 37 hours. But it means we could play pretty much everything. We could play, you know, King of the Castle. I could end up playing. There's 157 games on the wheel. Yeah, well, those are the games that we'll spin on the wheel, and then I'll buy them, and then I will play them pretty much. So what if we King of the Castle? That'd be so awesome. Yeah, absolutely. Fortsy, what time is it? It is Ninny. I swear to God. Ninny nearly got me to... You nearly got me there. You nearly got me there. It ain't gonna happen, okay? I see you. Alright, anyway. Nice. So funny. So incredibly funny. Eat dinner well, Fortsy. Sir, share with us, please, and thank you. Thank you. Today was very entertaining. We appreciate you, Fortman. Thank you, Livy. I appreciate that. What's it called? I was actually thinking, chat, I might just, I want to play Godfather 2, but I don't know if it's something I really want to put on stream. So I might end up actually just putting it on stage and then, like, recording it. Or, sorry, you know, whatever. And then doing it on a stage. Low-key, don't do movie night tonight because I can't join. I have been debating whether to have a day off from movie night, but, you know, it's also, like, I want to keep people engaged, and I like movie night, so it's kind of like, I do want to do one. Okay, I'm calm again. I do want to do Godfather 2. That'd be a lot of fun. That would be a lot of fun. I've been wanting to play the game for ages now. It just... breaks are important. Yeah. No, for real, I can't join movie night today, too. That's alright, guys. I might save the movie night for tomorrow then, in that case. I'll save the movie night for tomorrow, and we can do it then. Thumbs up. And, yeah. So, expect a movie night tomorrow, guys. Thumbs up. And, oh, shit, wait. Hold on. Tomorrow, I'm doing D&D. Never mind, chat. It'll have to be on Sunday. It'll have to be on Sunday. Sunday is the next movie night. Fortsy, you do what you want. No need to be so full of everything every day. Yeah, the only reason, chat, and I'm just kind of sharing this outwardly with you, is because, like, I love doing movie nights, but also it's like I want to keep people interested in, like, talking in the Discord and being active and blah, blah, blah. And movie nights are a really good way to keep people engaged. You know what I mean? Not that it's the only reason I do it. I love movie nights. I just like doing them for fun. But, you know, I also like trying to keep people engaged because it's good for the community. It's good for health, activity, blah, 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 all of that stuff. We won't disappear just because you skip movie night. Yeah, no, all good. That's fair, but we don't want you to burn out. Yeah, that's true. I will do a movie night on Sunday, guys. My Sunday is free of activities. This is perfect. Nice. Sunday night, everyone. We've got a movie night, 9 p.m. Thumbs up, 9 p.m. my time. And yeah, we will do a movie night then. Thank you for your efforts. You've done so much for us, Fortman. We respect you so much. I try. I try, guys. I'm glad that you guys are here. So thank you to everyone who is still around. I can focus on Fortsy's submission now. Take care, Fortsy. Rest up. Idea on what the movie on Sunday, Bossman? No idea. My opinion on what movies I want to watch changes by the day. Don't worry, even if you don't have movie nights, we'll probably have a crazy long VC anyway to keep everyone active in Fortsy. That's all good. You're doing great, Bossman. Thank you. A lot of hugs. I appreciate it. We ballin' alright. I'm excited for the subathon though, guys. That is, having a look, the 23rd on Tuesday, which is very scary because it's actually not that far away, like at all. So I'm very excited for that. But yeah, no, Tuesday, so soon. Oh yeah, dude, it's gonna be scary. I finally have a debit card, so hopefully I can sub on subathon. Yippee! Or you don't have to. It's not. At what time does subathon begin? It'll start at 11:30, chat, but it'll actually pick up at 12. That will be like the big, you know, subathon is kind of like my reward for the finals. Hey, I mean, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Gonna gift a ton to get a Fortsy drum kiwi. Yippee! Let's go. I'm actually thinking, chat. I was thinking about something that I want to do. For the top 3 donors. Obviously, as you guys know, I actually, not for the top 3 donors. Do you guys remember how, like, I wanted to be able to give something to more than the top 3 donors because, like, obviously there's the Discord role, right? And I wanted to be able to give people, like, a Fortsy kiwi, like a drawn thing. But if people want me to spend, like, some real time and quality on it, I'm happy to put, like, more time and effort into drawing something a bit more personal and like better quality. I mean, it's not going to be great. It's still Fortsy art, you know what I mean? But essentially drawing with a much nicer, like, you know, like more attention to detail, and all of that. Basically, I was thinking it's not confirmed. It may not even happen. The mods and I need to talk about it more in detail, but maybe doing it like for anyone who donates a certain amount or like gives this many subs, like 50, you know what I mean? Like 50 subs or more or something like that. And I would give them something a bit higher quality, if that makes sense. Just something like that. I haven't decided yet. So I will let you know closer to the time if I figure anything out. For now, just so you guys are all aware, during the Christmas subathon, if you donate $25, like dono $25, or you dono the equivalent of 5 subs, you will gain a beautiful kiwi drawing made by myself, which is very fun. Good luck on that, Fort Manor mods, absolutely. But yeah, I'm really excited. I'm looking forward to it. And by the way, guys, there's going to be a Kahoot during the Christmas subathon. It's going to be freaking awesome. And you guys are all ready to join it. Yep, a Kahoot, man. I haven't done Kahoot since I was in fucking school, bro. It was crazy. Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be a Fortsy called Kahoot. I'm going to make it myself. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It'll be during the Christmas subathon. We've got like a bunch of random activities all sorted and ready. I'm going to do so bad. It's going to be great. This is so exciting. Yeah. You guys don't know what awaits you. Apparently I don't either. I'm scared about the fucking Grinch, bro. I haven't heard that game in a while. You guys don't know what awaits you. Yeah. I'm going to copy people's answers, bro. Would it be facts about us Kiwis, or I'm not going to say nothing? Just know there probably is going to be a Kahoot. Yippee, so exciting. Awesome. Alright, guys. Are you Fortsy, are you going to draw Kiwis in a separate stream or the subathon? I just wait for my cat drawing. So, my plan was to have a stream where I would, like, do all the drawings and commissions that I have to do. Those are all still there, and I am aware of them. I see them every day. I've just been trying to find the motivation to draw them. But yeah, no, I will probably end up doing that during a stream, so I might do it during the Christmas subathon when I'm also drawing the Kiwis, to kind of break them up a bit. So you get reminded of Fat Cat every day. Yes, pretty much, Val. Yeah. So we'll dono or sub on the subathon and you'll draw on a different time. I'm probably going to be able to draw the Kiwis during the subathon, actually. Because again, it's 37 hours, right? And it's not like I'm playing a bunch of predetermined Halloween games. So question for a tabby cat, do you like orange one or the grey one? I like the grey one. Is this about my favorite type of cat? Because I was kind of looking into cat breeds and which ones I like the most. And, I actually came to a different decision. Let me have a look. Where is it? Where is this cat? Where is this cat? Where are you? Where are you, cat? The cutest looking cat to me, the one I really like, is... Sorry about the white chat. Blah, blah, blah. Where are you? I think I am a really big fan of the ragdoll cat. Or is it the ragdoll cat or is it the chinchilla cat? Chinchilla cat. It's the chinchilla cat. I think. Ragdoll cat. Let me see. Yeah, I think my favorite has to be the either the ragdoll or the chinchilla cat. So yeah, the chinchilla cat is its own thing. Yeah, calico cats, very fluffy. Yeah, very fluffy. Calico cats are cute. I mean, I love all cats, right? It's just that like, there's a specific breed that just looks cuter inherently. That's all. You know what I mean? Like, the thing is, right, Scottish fold air, like the Scottish air folded cats, they look cute, but honestly, I think it's sadly unnatural that they have their ears the way that they are, because they're bred for that purpose, and to me, that just makes it sad when I see them. Munchkins, like, they're cute, you know what I mean? But then I feel bad when I'm looking at them. Wait, Munchkin cat? What is a Munchkin? Oh my god, wait, is this... Hold on, is this the Munchkin cat? What is a Munchkin cat? Hold on. It's a breed characterized by very short legs. Oh my god. Oh man, you look like a Munchkin. What the fuck, man? Munchkin cats are illegal in WA. I did not know that. Interesting. Munchkin cats have horrific health issues. We don't support that. Yeah, no, absolutely not. Definitely not. Oh my god. They are very cute, but they, yeah, the process of them, definitely not. Absolutely not. Yeah, to be honest, if I get a cat, I'll name it after you, especially if it's a chinchilla, brother. Holy moly, bro. Anyway, shit. Stretch. Ah, crap. Holy moly, bro. This was a pretty good stream. I was pretty happy with how this went, and yeah, thank you guys for coming and sitting in with me, and yeah, just doing whatever the hell we were doing. You know what I mean? Thank you guys for coming in. By the way, chat, how many Ace Attorney games are there? Just out of curiosity, a morbid curiosity, really, because I am so interested to hear. A lot. Interesting. Okay, that's good to know. Good to know. Sick. I'll have to look into them. Beautiful. Well, thank you guys for your time. I really appreciate it. This was a really good stream. I'm going to head off. Also, chat, look out for the Spider-Man game series. You will never run out of Ace Attorney. Let's fucking go. I'm really excited. Never-ending Ace Attorney. Let's go. I'm going to be playing the Spider-Man games in the future, which is going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited for that. So yeah, look out for those in the near future, everyone. So I'll be playing through those. Bye-bye, Fortsy. See you when I see you. See you, Livy. See you, Ninny. See you, Crib. See you, Charlie. See you, Z. See you, guys. Thank you for coming today. I really appreciate it. I'm going to head off for now, get some rest, lay down, and I might do a stage at some point. If not, I will talk to you all on Saturday tomorrow when we attempt to beat Sans' ass and kick him into next Wednesday because man's a dickhead. Yeah, even though we're the killer, even though we're really bad and we're doing the bad stuff. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna head off, get some sleep. I will talk to all of you later, so thank you all for your time. Really appreciate it.